It is Monday, everybody. It's a Monday, and we are here, and we made it through the weekend, and now it's time for a whole new week. I don't think I really have any plans this week other than the usual streams every day, youth activity once a week. But you know what? I do feel like Mondays are a good time, like Sundays / the weekends are a good time to be like, okay, we're going to start over this next week. All the things that I didn't get to do last week, then I will do them this week. Streak restart. Hey, Chain, how are you? Scarecrow, Tolsis, Mikey, Mactastic, Wolf, VT. I see you guys. Did I cut my hair? I did. I cut it again. I like this length. I only half touched it up. I really like this length. So like there are pieces that aren't fully curled like this one. I did a bunch of curling yesterday, but usually if I do it one time, I don't have to do it again. I don't have to do the whole thing again because I'm just sitting in front of a camera. If I go somewhere, I have to do the back of my hair, but I mean, it's kind of curly, but yeah. So I got my hair cut about 2 months ago, and she took it a little shorter than I wanted it, but I actually really loved it. And so I want to keep it that length. And so I went back about a week-ish ago and had her trim it again because it was starting to get kind of long. But I can see these little tiny pieces that I forgot. These little guys. That's okay. That is okay. Dad bods! Really? 3 years? It does not feel like 3 years. Wow. I feel like you and I just met and like hung out. Has it been 3 years? Andrew's like, it's been 3 years. It's beardy. Dad bods, and it's Roomy. How's it going? I posted in Discord, Game of the Year contender Metroidvania 9 Souls is on sale. Oh, that goes on sale periodically, and I haven't ever purchased it yet because I haven't ever heard good enough. Well, I don't know. It's just never been a priority for me. So please, please, please let me know, because you and I have very similar taste. So let me know if you like it. Somebody was telling me that, is it Bo and the Teal Lotus is another one that's a really good one, but it's slightly, oh, I thought she was coming under my desk. Okay, hold on. This is for Dad bods. Ander actually just found a video the other day where it was one of those like TikToks, like mashups where somebody was doing music and then somebody else was going to duet them. And they were like, yeah, I'm going to play the song. Get ready to duet me. And there was a bass guy, a piano guy, I think a drum guy. There were a bunch of different guys. And there was one guy on the guitar, and he started in playing Gerudo Valley, and he killed it. And before none of the other people came in. They just sat and just watched him as he played the... Andrew, do you still have that saved? Okay, because I'll post that on the Discord. It was great. It was so funny. They were all like ready, and then he got started, and they were just like... Because he was just so good. They were just like, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. And all their cameras zoomed in toward their faces just a little bit. So they had obviously been like stitching multiple times. Anyway, it was great. I actually really love the TikTok like duet chains. There's a washer and dryer one, and then there's like the Muffin Man one, and then there's the Num Num Cat, and then there's the Yellow Crocs. And I think there's a Jazz Frog or something like that. But if you look for them on YouTube, it's people that have taken all the different duets of it and put them all together and created like a complete song. And it's so much fun. And honestly, if TikTok / Instagram / Facebook or whatever, all the social media things these days were only that kind of stuff, I would still have all my social media. But the fact that it's so inundated with just garbage content as well, because the fact that everybody has social media now, and so everybody feels like they have what they have to say is important, and so you get all these people giving their opinions on things when it's like, I mean, some people's opinions are important. Yeah, well, everybody's opinions are important, but not everybody is correct in their and some people actually give really bad advice. Some people are taking financial advice off of TikTok or Facebook or Instagram or whatever, or like, you know, advice about what to do when you get pulled over or how to treat police or whatever, or this whole like sovereign citizen situation. So if TikTok and Instagram were only really entertaining, like super well done content, I would probably still have it, but I can't justify it. I waste too much time, and I have YouTube Premium, and I even waste time on that. I scroll on YouTube, but I will say that I feel like most of the time I start to see the same things over and over again earlier than I ever did on like Instagram. I had TikTok for a very short period of time. I was going to utilize it to try and grow my Twitch streams, and I realized it was not doing what I wanted it to. And instead, it was just wasting my time because I was just sitting and scrolling on it instead. So I got rid of it after like, I don't know, 3 weeks. And I miss the Vine days when everybody only had 6 seconds. I really miss the Vine days, if I'm being totally honest. So sick of socials right now, starting to read more. See, and that's what I did too. I checked out the book Unbroken, which actually was just returned because I forgot to renew it, but that's okay. I can recheck it out. But that's my thing, is if I'm going to be sitting and looking at a screen, I might as well A, play a game. This is why I love the sleep function of the Steam Deck or the Switch or whatever. Or B, I'd rather read a book because socials are so draining and they don't give you anything, or hang out on Twitch. So now instead of staying up until too late, doom scrolling, I'm staying up too lately reading. Yeah, but at least reading you're exercising your brain, you're learning new things. And I guess technically if you're watching, it depends on the content you're watching, but I feel like doom scrolling inevitably I feel like inevitably it doesn't ever make anybody feel any better. Whereas reading, I feel, is the opposite. I played Rain World until I die too many times, or actually not even that. I did discover, so we had a little kind of game like social day on Friday because my girls were doing screens, and so I got on the voice channel and played some Rain World just to kind of give people like an idea of what it's like. And I was right. You're supposed to ride those big giant rabbit deer things across all the little grass worm things. And I made it past that point, and I've discovered 2 new areas. Have I discovered 2 new areas? Yeah. 2 new areas since I played on Saturday. But the game is just, it doesn't ever, like I said, it just doesn't ever explain anything. But when I saw them, I was like, I think I'm supposed to ride on that. But getting on top of one was one of the most infuriating. I died so many times trying to get on top of one because I just couldn't, I would just waste time. I just lost time. I was always either getting hit by rain or I was getting eaten by those worms on the ground. Mactastic says, Facebook doesn't even show me my friends' posts anymore. It's all ads and suggested posts. You know what? I actually was I was soaking off my nail polish the other day, so I couldn't really do anything. So I decided, it's been like over a year, I decided to just log into my Instagram because there are a few friends that I don't really keep in touch with text-wise or phone call-wise, but I wanted to just kind of check it out. And sure enough, one of my friends had a second baby, and I'm super excited about that. But I was just kind of peering over, taking a peek at what I've missed over the last year, and very few, it was all ads. It was all ads and suggested posts. It wasn't even any from my friends. I had to go in and manually search for my friends to find their stuff. And I was like, well, it's a good thing I got rid of Instagram because this is insane. Also, it's McKay and DJ BJ. DJ BJ is getting transferred to a rehab center for my foot today and leaving the hospital. Okay, remind me what happened with your foot? You had surgery on your foot, right? Yeah, my little slug cat was being eaten by, I believe the term is worm grass. It's like grass that like sits like this. And then when you start moving near it, it starts to like come alive and turn blue. And then when you come really near it, it starts to like freak out. And if you don't move past it fast enough, it'll grab you and then just like pull you down into the ground and eat you. Yeah. Yeah, so I've died many times to those things, but I'm still really enjoying Rain World, but I stay up too late playing it. So what I should do, if you're going to stay up late doing anything, it should probably be reading. So I commend you for that, Ruby. I think that's good. I think that's a good habit. And I have done that also. When I find a book that I really like, yeah, it was very sticky. And a lot of it you can run past, but there are longer bits of it that are like this long, and your little slug cat is only like this size. Some of it's like down this size, and if you run past it fast enough, it doesn't have a chance to like grab onto you because it kind of needs to like wake up first. But the really long ones, there's no getting over them. That's why you gotta ride one of those big bunny things. Or play a video game while listening to an audiobook. You know, I've never actually done that. I don't think I've ever played a video game while listening to an audiobook, but I could do that with Rain World, because Rain World, I've learned, has sound, but most of the time I don't play it with headphones in, and I could definitely listen to an audiobook while I was playing it. I used to listen to audiobooks a lot when I did People's Lashes. I didn't do that for a long time until I saw a coworker do it, and I felt kind of awkward, but I knew which clients would come in and just fall asleep immediately on the table. I'd get them all like taped up and ready, and then they would just zonk out. And then I'd be sitting there for an hour, and I finally was like, you know what, I could be utilizing this. So sure enough, I started listening to audiobooks, and one time I actually mentioned it to a client, and she was like, that's such a good idea. If you have somebody that's in here that's sleeping, like, who cares? And I thought, because I thought somebody was going to get mad at me for listening to an audiobook while I did have a client a long time ago. Granted, she was really young, but I mentioned the idea of listening to an audiobook while doing a facial on someone, and she was like, well, that's kind of disrespectful because you're not really paying attention. And I thought, how is that disrespectful? If I can do my job properly and like give you a really good facial and do what I need to do for your skin, what does it matter if I'm listening to an audiobook in my headphones or not? It's not like you're talking to me, but anyway, she was like 18, whatever. Hey, it's Hayes! Metroid Warrior. Listening to the audio Bible in the early morning while playing Tunic. That's a good one too, because Tunic, I don't feel like Tunic is, you could also do the same thing with Fez, although I don't think you'd really want to do that with Fez because the music is really great with Fez, but I could definitely see that working really well. Also, congrats to McKay for buying Mario Kart World yesterday. Mario Kart World. Have you played it yet? Do you love it? Yeah, I should play Metroid Prime 5. As long as they don't ever try to do what they did. Oh my gosh. And on Saturday, when we were all in that voice channel, Scarecrow shared that clip of the other M where she like gives like the thumbs down in like she doesn't say anything. She just holds her thumb out, but then when she wants to reiterate it, she's like, it was so bad. It was so bad. We talked a little bit. I mean, we haven't had our roundtable discussion about Metroid yet. We'll have that after I finish Prime 4, but we talked just a little bit about how just like kind of silly it was, and how Metroid has never been portrayed as a silly series. And so even in Metroid Prime 4, with them trying to insert this kind of not slapstick, but this kind of, you know, weird humor with Miles, not so much the guy we just met, but Miles in particular, they're trying to loosen it up. But I'm like, I don't feel like any Metroid game has ever needed loosening up, because from the beginning, Metroid has always been a pretty serious game. There's one moment in Metroid Prime 3 where, okay, what are my buttons? Okay, because I've been playing Rain World and they are slightly different. Okay, yeah, everything's switched. That's just what happens when I play multiple games on multiple different things. There's one moment where in Metroid Prime 3, when you come into the briefing room and there are other bounty hunters there, which I thought was cool. There are multiple bounty hunters. They're all different. And one of them, and you come into the room and there's you. You're just like standing there. But then it turns out it's this bounty hunter that can take on the shape of anything, any organic thing. And so she changes back into herself, and then she kind of like giggles and she laughs. And it is kind of a light moment, but that's probably the lightest moment I can think of out of any Metroid game. Hey, it's Bobby! I understand comedic relief, but I just don't feel like Metroid has ever needed comedic relief. Like Fusion, terrifying. Dread, also terrifying. I don't feel like it needs, even Super Metroid is super spooky. I don't feel like it needs any sort of humor in it, but whatever. So we talked a little bit about that, but we mostly just laughed over the cringiness of that other M series. I will never play it. I will never play it. Cheers to Outcast for reminding me to drink water. Yeah, she can take on the form of any.
You'll need to get that generator back online, Samus.
Yeah, yeah, okay, I have to play it? I don't have to play anything. What's the other M on? Is it on the Wii now? Can you even play it on? It was a GameCube? Or was it? No, I was gonna say PlayStation. That's stupid. It's not PlayStation. What is it? It's on Wii? Yeah, I have no interest in playing it, but... Ooh, see? No. This gives me White Ward vibes. Stretchers hanging around. Remember the White Wards? Like little bug gurneys and wheelchairs? No. Labs freak me out. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Oh, but we did get a lasso grip thing, right? Yes, we got some sort of like grippy pole grip. Yeah. Oh, this goes in here. Ah, okay. Yeah, this freaks me out. I don't necessarily feel like we're gonna run into like zombies or anything, but see, this is creepy. This is really creepy. This whole area and the idea of whatever... Oh, okay. Whatever they were doing here, they were obviously doing something here. I don't know what it is, though. Hey, it's Padawan! My Busey's hoodie. I know. Busey's. All right, everybody. We're here at Busey's. I beg your pardon. Ma'am. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself on social media. I feel like that needs to be pulled off. No, exploded off. I can't remember. Yeah. Whoops. Nice. That's a good one. Do I want to be able to see or not? I'll see. Beep. Okay. The other M is a direct sequel. No, wait. Other M is a direct sequel to... Oh, but you mistyped. Super Metroid, you mean? I did love Super Metroid a lot. Every time I come into one of these rooms, I'm like, something is bad. Well, no, what's going to happen is when the generator comes online, that's when everything is going to go bad. Awesome job. Can you date this and put your name on it, please? I will read it after my stream. Nice work. Oh, there was my thing. That's right. Apparently that's not it. Darren, how are you? Happy Monday.
You're stranded. Great job.
Wait, what? Who's stranded where? Yeah, he's like, wow. Wow. So you went and got yourself stranded on some alien world. Like, we didn't need that. We just didn't need... He was like, great job. Or I don't even remember now, but... Yeah, we didn't need that. We did not need that, but that's okay. I don't like the music changes that are happening. This place makes me very nervous. I don't like it at all. How much does the other M go for? I have a strong alien feeling in this area. I know, it's not a spaceship. So we're on the planet Vuros, I think it's called. Okay. Critter. I mean... There's another one. Here he is. Oh, No, you know what this reminds me of? Not that I've ever seen it, because I haven't ever seen it, but I know the storyline of it. This reminds me of The Thing. You got a frozen laboratory, and then you got creepy crawlies wandering around. And yes, they are robots, and they can't actually, I mean, I guess they could kill you, but no, I don't like that at all. That's really scary. That's what this reminds me of. But it's not a spaceship. We're actually on the planet, but we're up really high on a mountain in a place called the Ice Belt. And we're in basically a frozen lab. So, yes, very much alien vibes, for sure. I'm sorry, do I not? I did not set your timer. Oh, you just latch onto it and then you got a half hour, love. And then I read something, there was some lore. I read something about like the creatures that I found in Fury Green and also some out in the desert. Those are called, oh, see, here's another one. This is more lore. Attempt, oh dear. We were so close. It seemed like we had succeeded in disabling the problematic genes and also resetting the cells, causing the rapid proliferation process to replicate normal genetic information and restore their state. However, for some reason, we were unable to stabilize it. The subjects reverted. Right now, I want to check over the genetic analysis to see if there were any problems in our process. I do not want this setback to have been for nothing. So the grievers, I believe they're called grievers, yes. So I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. Metroid was, well, in the like, what is scarier than, well, I guess there are lots of things scarier, but Metroids are scary. Okay, all these pods have grievers in them. I'm almost positive. Something is living in all these pods. They're all being kept in cryonisis or cryogenic, whatever, like a state. Cryogenic state, but something is living in all those pods. And when we turn that generator back on, all of them are going to come back and we're going to have to fight them all. Yeah, I was going to say, what's scarier than a Metroid? Well, I can think of a lot of things, but a Metroid is definitely scary. Why are we scanning multiple things? I don't understand. Specimen thawing station quickly and safely resuscitates frozen specimens. No, labs are bad news. This just screams like, well, I was going to say it screams White Ward. White Ward feels more sinister. I honestly think they were trying to do good, but I don't think that happened. Oh, maybe not. We may have had a breakthrough today. Until now, we presumed that the physical transformation was triggered by something in the crystals causing compositional change in the GE, which would in turn cause an abnormality in gene transcription. Yet, that is not the case. In actuality, an unused region of the brain linked with the crystals is stimulated, and as a result, genes that would normally have stayed pseudogenes were transcribed. I now wonder, are we unlocking a blocked evolutionary branch? This would mean the great tragedy was merely one possible evolution of one potential future. So, with that in mind, what would happen if, when administering GE, we disabled those genes at the moment that the rapid cellular proliferation is triggered? Yeah, Metroids can't be, well, and even it also shows you in Metroid Prime. Well, yeah, in Metroid Prime, and I think even in Corruption, that they can't be controlled because in the Phazon mines, the pirates are trying to control them and they can't. So it just never, it doesn't ever bode well. It just doesn't. It's just a bad situation the whole way around. The subject is in hibernation in the cryopod and its metabolism is at minimum levels. Unfortunately, we are unable to perform the experiments we'd like with the subject in this state. If the subject's metabolic function is inactive, a reversal of its rapid cellular proliferation cannot occur. First, we must wake the subject and restore its normal metabolic function. This also means restoration of consciousness, so appropriate sedation will be crucial. See, now I think... Oh, I'm supposed to be scanning all these things. That's right. Because some of them have like a code in them. I've scanned everything, right? Haven't I? Yeah, all these pods. There's something in all these pods. Every single one of them. And we have a fire shot, which is awesome. I think grievers are Lemorn. And like the Lemorn have gone extinct or something. Oh, see? No. Oh my god. Used to place specimens in stasis and heal damage to their internal organs. Griever enclosed after an experimental Lemorn restoration procedure. See? They are Lemorn. Cell culture and preservation liquid has leaked. Life signs of specimen Griever have ceased. Okay, cool. Well, he's dead. You know what we should do here? Burn it. Burn all of it. Burn it to the ground. And then I can find the key and I will just be on my way. All of this just needs to be burned. Like in the thing. Just needs to be burned. All readings from specimen Griever. Okay, but we're not dealing with like a... Why is my controller is vibrating? And I don't like that either. That's making me really nervous. It's fine. Everything's fine. Tracks the state of the contained specimen and sends data to a remote database. Operates normally in low power mode. What are these? What are those? What are you? Those are light maintenance. Oh, they're just frozen. I see. Ice has thickened over time. Okay. Yeah, my controller is just ever so slightly vibrating. I don't like that. It is super unsettling. But you know what? This is the kind of creepy I like in games. It's not in your face creepy. It's not gory, disgusting, gross. It's not like massive jump scary. It's just unsettling all the way across. And that's one of the reasons I really liked Darkwood, is because that feeling kind of went through the whole entire game, but it was never anything that followed me into bed later that night when I went to sleep and gave me like nightmares. Although if I played that game with headphones on, it did give me weird dreams. The sound design is really unsettling as well. A window shutter used for ventilation. The slats are okay. A strong shock. No, it's okay. That's fine. Just did it. Oh, they're I thought they were frozen. They are not. They are very much alive, functional, not alive, functional. Wasn't there a second one? But yeah, this whole place just has a bad vibe about it. Really bad vibe about it. Maybe they were trying to do something good, but I don't know if they did it. We are monitoring subjects who have had GE administered here. Regardless of GE concentration, there do not appear to be any significant differences. We see regeneration without an apparent mutation to alter the cells. Furthermore, no matter how deep our analysis, we have yet to see any apparent chromosome abnormalities. It is almost as if they are natural creatures. Put another way, if we were to judge based on DNA, there are no significant differences between them and us. What is going on? That is also my question. I also wonder that. It's alive! Alive! I think I need to go back to Kabi and be like, look, man, we just need to get out of here. Like, let's go. You definitely need to go. You got a bum leg. You're not going to be of any help to me. We should go. That's what I think we should do. I think we should just burn it to the ground, nuke it. Oh, but we can't talk to the Galactic Federation and be like, just destroy this whole place. Just do it. It shouldn't even be here. Why is it targeting that? Supposed to break it open? Ugh. Why was it targeting that? Did I break it open? I think I broke it open. Okay. Do you guys hear that? Cryopod cell culture and preservation liquid have leaked. Analysis implies extended neglect led to specimen's death. If that thing comes... Thank you so much for following my channel. Mr. Button, welcome. I just had an idea that that thing was going to suddenly lunge at me. I don't, that's not really how, I don't really feel like that's how Metroid works, but like, can you guys hear that? There's a weird sound. Yeah, maybe it's like Jurassic Park 3 where he swallowed the cell phone. Oh, this place gives me the creeps, heebie-jeebies. Well, I see, yeah, and those guys are going to come alive once I bring that generator online. Wow, I hate this place a lot. That I hate the most. The sound coming from that dude. You know what? There's a creepy radio at the beginning of Darkwood too. So that's what that's bringing back lots of memories. Ooh. I have scanned everything. I feel like there should be a code in every single one of these rooms. Haven't I scanned everything in every one of these rooms? Why is that light blinking? Are you a cat? Confirm or deny. Can I like... Oh, DJ, you got me. Oh, this is what I... Oh, DJ totally got me. I'm not a cat. However, I have a cat named Thackeray. Oh my gosh. That's a great name. Thackeray. You come here right now, Thackeray. You know what? I should not be worried because the power isn't on. We're not worried until the power is on, right? Until all those cryogenic-y things all of a sudden will come to life. Because we know this is going to happen, right? Like, we're aware. That's totally what's going to go down. That's what happened in... Hold on. Hold on. Is there a save point through here? Or am I going to regret? Is that a thing? Oh, that is a thing. Okay, cool. Secret tunnel. Okay, we can confirm Mr. Button is not a cat. Hooray. Okay, all right. So now we have to go into that freaking creepy room with the thing. Does Samus ever feel scared? I don't know. Does Samus have certain items, certain like filtration systems in her suit, and if she, in case she pees a little when she gets scared? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be prepared for anything. Honestly, I'm not sure. I think anytime she freezes up, it's because she's evaluating the situation. Probably. Is that this? Oh, maybe this is the map. Lamorne made operating table. Uses a gravity tuning device inside the padding to stabilize specimens without the need for restraints. Basale system, primarily used to perform experimental autopsies. Online. Activation will set it to operating mode. What? I beg your pardon. I am supposed to... I hate this place. All those things are alive in there. I know it. It's gonna happen. We're gonna activate this for who knows why. Hey, Skybird! Autopsy systems activated, storage mode disabled, operating mode initialized. We're gonna fight it. It's gonna come alive. It's alive. Looks like... Oh, it has a TK code. Okay, all right. It's cool. Yes, baby. Ooh. You're so talented, sweet girl. That thing looks horrifying. I don't like the way that thing looks, but maybe it's not as bad as it looks. I was gonna say, I'm sorry, is that it? All I'm saying is, I find it strange for you to dismiss Other M just because of a clip you saw. And I get it. The entire story is awful. But the gameplay isn't. I guess you have to just decide whether you prioritize story or gameplay. I played Mega Man X7 despite everyone and their mother saying it was awful, but I wanted to see for myself. Again, that's just me. It's just never been on, it just hasn't ever been on my radar. I just have too many other games I'd rather prioritize. If I probably ran out of games to play, then maybe... You got 15 more minutes. Oh, I forgot to set that timer. I'm sorry. Its ultra-high performance multiprocessor and 145 installed surgical tools accommodate many types of complex surgery, not just autopsies. That thing looks horrifying. The top of it reminds me of Jean Jacket from the movie Nope. Which I also haven't seen, but I've seen clips. Okay. We're just gonna... Is there a door back there? There is a door back there. Oh, wait, that's the door that I came in. I thought I was... I hate that. That looks absolutely horrifying. And maybe they didn't do terrible things, but that sure looks terrible. It looks so bad. Hot take. X7 wasn't all that bad. It was still entertaining. Axel didn't bug me too much. The Mega Man games haven't really interested me a lot either. Oh yeah, there's the pod. Okay. So I'm supposed to find another TK code, but I feel like I've scanned everything. Have I not? So I just have to go multiple places. I just have to go back through all these areas and just re-scan what I didn't before. I mean, anything could have a TK code in it. Anything. Did I go in that door? Did I not notice this door? I did not notice this door. Oh, yeah, see? Yeah, this is one of those places where Metroids come busting through the glass. Yeah, this reminds me... Oh my gosh. This reminds me so much of the Phazon Mines. No, not the Phazon Mines. The laboratory in... Is it in Phendrana Drifts? I think it is in Phendrana Drifts. Ugh. And I loved Phendrana Drifts. My controller is buzzing again. Since the lab experiments began, several subjects have been brought in each day. The lab is close to capacity, and tragically, countless brethren have lost their lives while securing these subjects. I think we should stop gathering subjects, if only because our restoration experiments have thus far been unsuccessful. So they are bringing in grievers. I'm telling you guys, grievers are Lemorne. They're bringing in grievers to try and reverse the process the whatever happened to them. They're bringing them in to try and reverse it, and they have not been successful. Oh. You don't have a head piece. Oh. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here. But because it just said the DNA is the same. Yeah, the pirate lab in Fendrana. And of course that one is extra spooky because all the lights go out halfway through. It just said it's much stronger than other doors. Why? Why? Why is it much stronger than other doors? What are we keeping in here? Oh, that has been... Okay. Oh, wrong thing. Oh, shoot. I didn't scan that. Oh, and I can't scan it anymore. That's okay. I'm not going for 100% scans anyway. I have plenty of TK codes. I never shop there, so they just accrue. Storage bay. This can open all these storage bays up, though. Look at all those spots. I don't think there's anybody in those ones, though. I think we're okay. Like, I think... You're telling me I'm supposed to open these up? Completely frozen due to drop in laboratory's temperature. No life signs detected. So they say. I want to turn my back on that thing. There's another one. Battery depletion ultimately led to specimen's death. It has frozen completely. So, like, what happened? What am I hearing? I hear something. Not quite yet. Was it down here, maybe? Wow, this place is freaky. Freaky, freaky. I don't know. I just hear sounds. Something. Maybe this is... Oh, that's what I hear. I hear... What are they called? Like sparking. I thought I heard like bad guys. Okay, all right, let's do this. If the Elvish for friend is melon, then what is the Elvish for melon? Melon. He's got a TK code somehow, probably. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. I thought it was Melloch. Is it Melloch? You know what? I haven't seen those movies in a long time. Maybe these guys won't come back to life. They are dead, 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 right? Right? The music keeps kind of sort of getting more intense. Like, man, everything about this place is so scary. So frightening. They did a really good job with this place. Wow. Oh, that was the room I was just in. That's right. So I'm looking for one more TK code. Hey, Dorian, how are you? Sliding in. Well, obviously there's like a bottom part to that, but I don't know how to get down there. There is another door I haven't gone in yet, though. I don't... Oh, no, I think that's the TK... That's hidden behind the TK code, though. But there is definitely a door... Hold on. I need to go back in there and take a look at that. There's just teeny little snippets of music playing that just adds to the overall uneasiness. Whoever designed this place needs a raise. Because this place is so creepy. What is this? Maintenance lift. Oh, currently offline. Okay, so if I bring the power back on, then I can ride that down. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's like this little music box. Ding, 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 ding. And I'm not crazy. I'm hearing it. I promise I'm hearing it. I'm sure some of you were like, she's lost her mind. I don't know what she thinks she's hearing, but it's not a music box. I promise you. You know what this also kind of reminds me of? Just a little bit. Reminds me a little bit of a cauldron in Horizon. Just a little bit. With like the blue and the fog and stuff down there. Or maybe not fog. There isn't really fog, but like... That's what this also kind of gives me the feel of a cauldron. Okay, what have I not scanned yet? I feel like I've gone through all the rooms, but I mean, obviously I've gone through them all. Yeah, we haven't taken all our Christmas decorations down just yet, but we've taken most of them down, and it always kind of feels crappy to do that. It just doesn't feel good. You're like, man. Did we already get a TK code from here? I think we did. Yeah, you can. Whoa. Crash. Yeah, the first TK code came from there. Stixel, poor Stixel, terrified. Okay, there's a secret in there.
Who likes good news? Everyone?
Was that just
Then
in there?
good news,
Hey, thanks for the
everyone.
sub, Tulsis. We still have ours up. It's so cozy. We have lights up on our mantle, but we took our Christmas tree down. Tulsis gets... No. It's the only Metroid song I can really like hum, I feel like. Have I? Oh, yes, I have. Oh, see? Yeah, I can't get down. Okay. Oh, here's a new one. Green energy dosage results show no significant benefits at this time. Essentially, a rapid increase in cellular proliferation speed and a doubling of the number of cells increases growth and affects vitality. But why has this vector taken such an abnormal turn? And what can be done to shift it back to its original direction? Our time is limited, and I'm worried about our remaining stockpiles. This is what happens when you mess around with... I don't even know. I don't know. Who knows? 9 months. It's true. 9 months. That's a lot. It's a long 9 months. Carrying a baby for 9 months is a long time. But you know what? They make you do that because, or I believe God makes us do that because it's like by the time you reach the end of that pregnancy, you're like, I don't care what it takes, get this baby out of me. You're not really scared anymore because you're just like, just take this baby. Just, I don't care. It's nothing is bad. Nothing is, yeah, average cycle. Yes, true. What's the latest? I mean, I've seen Christmas decorations up all year round. I've seen people with Christmas lights up all year round, or that have like candy canes or something out in their front yard all year round. Well, let's at least save all this stuff. Is there something in here that I missed? Maybe there's a TK code in the... Okay, where have I not been? I haven't been in here, but that leads to a... No, I have been in there because this is the way to that place right here. Okay, I haven't been in here yet because this leads to a secret and I don't understand how to get in there because it is connected by a... Like, it's connected by a bomb slot thing. Okay, let's retrace our steps. We came in here. We had 3 doors to choose from. I can't... This stumped me for so long. I ended up watching a YouTube video. Dang. Did you get the same TK codes I did and you couldn't find this last one? Because I'm definitely... I know I got the TK code here. They all have different colors and symbols, okay? And I came in here too. I remember the flashing purple light. Yeah, there are weird sounds that are starting to pop up all over the place. I know I did that one too. So it must be this one. Maybe I missed, like, opening one of these? They all say the same thing when you scan them, don't they? Yeah. It's not just... I don't feel like the TK codes are random, though. I don't feel like it's like, oh, you just shoot a box and it opens. Like, there's some... Does it have to do with this guy? I hate that sound. Why is there sound? I feel like this is the one place that didn't... Oh, maybe it did in there. Why is my controller vibrating? I feel like I did get the one in here. These are blood samples. Okay, well, I need a very, very slight, vague hint. I don't want to be told directly, but I also don't want to run around in here for the next 2 hours because I just don't want to do that. Correct room. Okay. That's all I needed. I was going to say, it has to have... Oh. Oh, I was gonna yank him out, but that doesn't even give me an opportunity to. Get the... unsettling. Okay. Reaver specimen. No less life signs detected. Cryopod cell culture and preservation liquid have leaked. Analysis implies extended neglect led to specimen's death. But wait, it was allowing me to, like, lock onto it there for a second, but I think I just had to shoot it open. But I thought maybe I needed to pull something. It obviously has to do with this fella. But I don't know why. Correct room. Okay. Yeah, those dudes are gonna power on when we power on the generator. Did you figure this out on your own, Scarecrow? Or did you also struggle with this? Oh. Oh. Nope. Wrong button. I thought about it and I still struggled. There we go. Something about... I don't know what... Okay. Oh, so it didn't have anything to do with that dude. Thought for sure it had something to do with him. The slower it goes, the more you know it's working. There we go. Hooray! And now it's just a regular, what is it? Monitor stabilizer. Okay. That's so scary. If it's slow, then you know. I don't want to get cocky and like move through here really fast and be like, great, we did it, because something's gonna happen and it's gonna terrify me. Just that pipe bursting out terrified me. Did terrify me there for a second. Okay, we now have the lock. You know what? I am not even happy about that, because I don't even want to go farther deeper into this place. I can head. You know what? I know how to get out of here. Why don't I just grab what's his face and let's just go, because I don't even want to know what's waiting at the bottom of this place. It's scary. I'm not even necessarily scared of the boss, of whatever this guardian of the key is. It's more just this place in general, just like what this whole area has, like... Okay, I'm supposed to start from the middle. Okay. Oh, they're making you think outside the box. I wonder if you can actually guess that without getting all the TK codes. If you get like 4, I wonder if you can actually guess where the last one is supposed to go. Oh, but that would take forever. Our resources are running very low, and we are almost out of chemicals needed for research and experiments. At the same time, progress remains at a standstill. Naturally, there is a rising sense of panic and resignation. We cannot hope for more chemicals to arrive, and if we use up what we have before the experiment succeeds, no, even if it succeeds, and with what we have left, and we are losing researchers, everyone is likely thinking the same thing. What a terrible situation to be in, but I don't...
Samus, looks like you made it through another floor. You're getting close to the generator.
Thanks. Don't do that. Don't just come into my brain like that without... Just don't. Vital medicines. Okay, so this is like a storage unit container place, container place, storage. Okay. You guys know what I mean. Yeah. Maybe like do a little ding ding or something, like ping me first. Did you realize how scary it is down here, my main man? Not that you could help, because you got a bum leg. I don't know what that is. Looks kind of cool. Looks kind of like a fan. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I saw these when I came in. I remember. They're like windmills, I think. Yeah, wind turbines. Got it. Oh, it's like we're getting there. I don't know. I don't know what there is. I don't know if that's like... Oh, what? In Metroid Prime 1, if you shoot at those things, like hanging, they all die. All of them. Because the missile basically kind of explodes around them. So if you just kind of hit in the middle of them, they all die. They got smart. They were like, Yeah, it's only using like very, very low necessary power, but we're going to get that generator working, and it's going to be terrible because everything is going to start working again. Chiroptera variant that flies using their patagium wings. Okay, I'm going to take your word for it. Sure. Sounds great. Can I make that jump? Oh. Where am I supposed to go? I think I am supposed to make that jump. I think so. I can't make that jump. What did I say? What did I say this was? It was a gondola. Oh, they're bats. Okay, that does make sense. I don't think I can make that. There's no way. Well, oh, light. That's helpful. Yay! Okay, cool. I was like, there's no way I can make that jump. Oh, it's just like this? Who built this place? This is terrible design. Okay, cool. Oh, nothing. Nada. Nothing. Okay, we're gonna try and make that over there because there's a thing. Oh. Are these grapples? So, wait a minute. Am I supposed to... Do I not have a grapple? I have a... Whoops. No. Do I not have a grapple? I have a... Oh, I have the psychic lasso. Got it. I was like, lasso... Can't... Like, aren't they the same thing? No, apparently they're not. No. I've got the lasso. Well, we're either gonna... We're either gonna get the lasso here, or I'm gonna have to come back, which, like, is fair. Like, that's just part of Metroid. Sometimes you just come, you gotta come back. You know, that's why you mark things. What? Can I make that? Was that supposed to happen? I don't feel like I can. Can I make that? No way. Ah! No! Okay. Well, then back up this way. Unless I'm supposed to like use the wind to my advantage and jump with it and then it carries me. Out of scanning range. Oh, I thought there was, okay, my bad, sorry. Eh. Okay. That's better. This place, yeah, like I said. Burn it all! Burn it down. Oh. So I gotta scan it before I fall to my death? Well, we need the grapple beam or something to make our way that way. Yes, sir, we do. That sucked a lot. Okay. And then I fell a bunch of times. Okay, cool. We are not coming back the way we came. No siree, Bab. No, we are not. This place takes Fendrana and like turns it up to 11. Or at least that pirate lab. And like I said, I don't think they were trying to do anything sinister here. Because from what it sounds like there's something happening with the cells, like the cellular makeup of their bodies or something. And so the grievers are turning, or Lemorne are turning into grievers, and they're trying to reverse that process. But the question is why? Why? There is little more we can do. Every experiment has ended in failure, and the results remain unchanged. If we put the facility into low power mode, it should remain intact for as long as there are maintenance tanks to look after it. We can leave behind our records, but will anyone ever see them? And if so, will they succeed where we could not? No, this is not the time for doubt. We must do everything we can. If that really is what's happening, if these Lemorne are for some reason changing into the grievers, that sucks a lot. And I imagine that would be really frustrating to try and figure out how to reverse that. It's like you have all this insane technology and you can't fix your people. That's crazy. This looks scary. What are these things? Containment unit research and development. So these are like data archives. That's what those are. But they don't go into my logbook, so I can't like read them. Oh, maybe if I access that. It's always really interesting when you're playing a game that is like the second, third, or fourth installment of a certain game franchise, and you come across, like in Metroid Prime 3, you come across a room that can potentially give you like maps for every area, and it basically. Oh, now that Andrew's not in here, I am cold. I'm turning my fan off. It is chilly today. They look like giant satellite dishes. That's what I thought they were. But you find information on like Aether, which you went to in Metroid Prime 2. You find what's the planet that she goes to in Metroid Prime 1? I can't remember. But in Silk Song, the same thing happens. If you search around, you can find lore of like Hallow Nest and things like that. And it's really cool when they make those. When you can make those connections while you're playing a game. Talon. That's right. I love the Talon overworld theme. Okay. This place does kind of give me Whiteboard vibes just a little bit because it's very... I don't know. it's a lab that's like doing what? Oh, I thought you were hanging out on the ceiling. I thought you were one of those turrets. Well, that's a save station if I ever saw one on a map. There it is. Speaking of cold, there's a chance of cataclysmic snow here in Alabama on Saturday, 1 to 3 inches. Does your entire city/state shut down for snow? Do you get snow very often? Because our city shuts down for snow. If we get snow and ice, the city can't operate because we don't have ice trucks, or I'm sorry, we don't have salt trucks. We don't have anything like that. We have no way to actually clear the way on the streets for people to drive on. And nobody knows how to drive in ice or on snow, and nobody has cars or anything equipped to do it. And so nobody has tires or anything that are equipped. And so the whole city just shuts down until things dry or things melt, because that's all we can do. That's all we can do. We have finally reached the end of our resources. Tomorrow we will abandon this lab and, at Chatoya's instruction, move to Chrono Tower built in Soul Valley. We will not be able to save our brethren. Why could we not find a way to stabilize the Griever cells when they reverted to their Lemorn counterparts? What did we miss? I will ponder this for the rest of my life. So Grievers are Lemorn. Wait. Why could we not find a way to stabilize the Griever cells when they reverted to their Lemorn counterparts? So wait, Lemorn are Grievers? I have questions. There's no way of knowing. Have you ever spent time in snow, Sword Art? Like, have you ever spent time in snow? I don't mind visiting snow. I do not like living in it. Living in it is a whole different ballgame. Shoveling it, driving in it, walking in it, slipping in it. Yeah, it's a whole different thing. I do not miss snow. I miss snow on like Christmas morning, maybe the week of Christmas. And then that's it. And even when we went to Utah, there wasn't even snow in Utah. And it was the week before Christmas. If we ever get snow, it's... oh, there's the generator. Oh, show. Mactastic says, we wish we could take your snow and bring it here to Colorado. We're so chronically low this season. We're getting a little concerned about spring and summer when fire season starts. There won't be enough water in the reservoirs unless we get a ton of rain in the spring. Utah's in the same predicament. Utah is like, they haven't gotten enough snow. And when we flew there for the wedding, the people sitting behind us, we saw them at the baggage terminal and at the rental car place. They had brought all their ski stuff. And I was like, man, I can't even imagine going somewhere for skiing and then there just not being any snow. That sucks. Hey, Mariners! Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. We were just talking about you the other day. We were talking about Costco, and I was like, well, Mariners has 2 Costcos, wherever that is. Just now, the main generator has stopped. This means that the boiler we use for heat will also stop. The temperature will drop, and I expect the facility will be frozen solid. The area will switch to low power mode, which uses wind energy. This should be enough to maintain operation of the cryopods in which our brethren sleep. I believe we have done everything we could here, but ultimately we could not save our kind. I am overwhelmed with helplessness. I trust the words of Chatoya that someday our savior will appear. All I can do right now is pray. I am Targun, and I am utterly defeated. That sucks. Hey, Twizzlo, how are you? Good luck with that Troid of a met. Well, I haven't met any. Well, here it goes. This is it. This is it. This is it. We're starting it up. Oh, wait. No, we're not. Never mind. We're walking through it. We're going to walk through it. And we're going to ice it. Oh, no, we're not. Just kidding. Oh. Why did it Okay. Links the generator starter device to the bomb slot used for its activation. Can be extended by pulling. Oh. I see. Bomb slot encased in ice. This is something fancy. Ah, that is a secret that I can't access yet because that is basically a boost psychic spider ball. That's what it is. You finished Tears of the Kingdom last night for the first time? It was much more satisfactory than Breath of the Wild, at least in regard to the final fight. I thought Calamity Beast Ganon in Breath of the Wild. Oh, really? Okay, here's the thing. Without any spoilers, I felt like his first form was really well done, and I thought he was super cool. But then once you made it outside the castle, yeah, he was kind of underwhelming, I guess. I thought the entire ending fight, and I know that, I don't know if Hayes is still here. Hayes has not finished it yet. But I agree. I think Tears of the Kingdom has the best Zelda ending I've ever seen. And in my personal opinion, I feel like it's one of my favorite game endings I've ever experienced. That's just me. And I was actually just listening to the soundtrack for not Hollow Knight. What? Oh. We have to like oh, maybe we don't. Yeah, we gotta pull it. I was gonna say we gotta like move it around, I guess. So how it can move like that, I don't know, but we gotta like connect it. I was listening to the Silk Song soundtrack, and I believe the choral chambers are probably one of the most gorgeous instrumental compositions for a video game I've ever heard in my life. And I've heard a lot of video game songs, but very few of them have struck me and like that and made me literally feel like my heart is about to like explode out of my chest. That's how the choral chambers makes me feel. Okay, here it is. It's time. It's that time. We're going to set this off, and it's going to set the thing off, and then the generator's going to come back online, and then everything will be terrible. Oh, no. I have to touch it with my hand first. Then everything will be terrible. Like I'm telling you, everything's going to be bad situation. Everything is going to come back online, and all those grievers are going to be waiting for me. So why did these stop then? What does that mean? Fan malfunctioning due to extended disuse. A strong burst of energy to the center will force its activation. Weird, but okay. Oh, this means everything's going to get power. Everyone's going to come on. Shows the current state of the main generator turbine. All systems appear normal. Yep. Yeah. So everything is going to be working now. And oh, maybe not. I have to touch it with my hand first, and then everything will be terrible. Did they turned it off? Well, in his little thing, it just says that it stopped. It said the main generator stopped, so I assumed it stopped on its own. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I'm sorry, isn't that the main generator? Shows the current state of the main generator turbine. Oh, the turbine. Well, then where's the generator? Did I miss something in that room somehow? Because everything should be on now. I feel like I missed something. So the turbine is running. But it doesn't say that the generator is on. Like nothing, it didn't change anything. There's only one running. Am I supposed to get all three of them running? They were abandoning, switching to low power. Makes sense. Well, those aren't spinning, but this is spinning. Spins using magnetic field created and sustained by the main generator. This generates enough electricity for the entire laboratory. So then where is the generator then? Did he... Of course the boss is down in quarantine. That makes sense. I feel slightly underwhelmed by this because if I got that working, then shouldn't everything be working? Yeah, that's kind of what I assumed. Unless I'm supposed to... Oh. Like, this should be working, right? But it says currently offline. Starting the main generator will bring it online. What is the main generator then? I'm confused. Where is that even located? I thought this was the main generator. Like, I got the whole thing spinning. Unless I'm supposed to scan this. Nope, and that doesn't... supposed to, like, touch that? Interact with it? What is this room called? The power generator. Energy regulator. Heat exchange column. Maintenance access. Deep archive access. Lower airlock. Schmakey, how's it going? Yeah, I would like a nudge. What? This doesn't... I mean, this obviously isn't the startup generator then. I would have thought that once that started, everything was going to turn on. So I'm in the right place. You manually jump-started one turbine. Yeah. How do I make it through to the other ones? Unless there's like a... Yeah, I can't use this right now. Can I just like... Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not gonna happen, but... Oh! Oh. Wait a minute. No, I always get that button wrong. Okay. I see. Okay. Okay, all right. Tell you what, let's do the last one first. Oh, where is it? Where is the last one? I mean, hypothetically. Like, I'll find it. Oh, unless I'm supposed to do this one first. And then... There we go. And then that one's up. Okay. Yes, in my head I was like... This sucks. Just kidding. Ooh. Yeah, that was... Okay, good to know. I don't know where the third one is. Oh, I see it. Ow! My bad. Well, I did roll into it at some point. I was like, Ah, well, what happens if you just run into it? Well, I'll tell you. It shoots you on back. I got it. Boom. Now the entire generator is up and running. We have all the turbines running. Good job, Samus. How did you get on that platform? That's not where I was, but okay. We did it. Good job, everybody. Okay, yay.
You got the power back on.
I did.
Rendezvous up top and we'll talk next steps.
How about... Wait, what? I missed this. Oh, I'm supposed to touch it. And then everything will be terrible. Down? Oh my gosh, what? I thought it was gonna go up. I mean, how else are you supposed to get to quarantine? Oh! Oh. This is just a secret. Held by a clamp that can be removed only from one side. Pulling the clamp will unlock the gate. One side? They really like to have, oh, I see. They really like to have a lady singing super high in the songs. Yeah, I like that the music starts up. That makes it all feel very, very real. And I don't know what kind of music I was expecting, but could have been anything. I feel slightly more ready to go fight the boss, maybe. And her singing isn't even really on the beat, which is very interesting. My body's ready. I'm ready, baby. No, I'm not, because when I walk out here, everything's gonna be alive. It's all gonna be alive, and it's all gonna try and kill me. And what I'm doing is I'm basically killing Lamorne when I kill those grievers. That sucks. I mean, like, it's either kill them or let them kill me, obviously. But like, everything's gonna be... I mean, obviously everything's not gonna melt immediately. Like, I get that. The device controls is the device it controls is frozen and cannot be operated. Or yeah. Okay. I scanned you guys. You guys look friendly, maybe. They're just minding their own business. They're not hurting anybody. They're big though. They're large bugs. I don't like that. So things are like heating up. I did not expect this music, but I like this music. This music's cool. Save point. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. Need to save. And blowing those things up doesn't really matter because I'm just going to save and it's just going to give me my stuff anyway, but it's okay. I felt like I was doing something. I'm very curious what I'm going to fight at the bottom of this thing, because if it's like a lab with all these crazy specimens, then what is waiting for me down there? It's a mystery. It's a mystery. Hey, it's collaboration. Collaboration. I don't ever get on Facebook, but I happened to get on Facebook a couple days ago and saw that it was your birthday on the 8th. So I wrote it down. So happy birthday on the 8th. That was a couple days ago, but I didn't know I did not know. Well, those guys aren't alive yet. That's cool. Oh, but they will be. Yeah, we're gonna turn them on right now. They're gonna come and yeah, we're gonna offer power to all these different things, and then it's gonna bring those guys. Yeah, huh? Yeah. Ooh. Commencing the regenerative treatment of subject 763. Oh, we're gonna watch it? We have done everything we can. This will be the final attempt. Genetic adjustments are complete. Initiating injection of refined GE. What is GE? Oh my gosh. So they just put them in like a healing pod and then they just continue working on them? Whoa. Oh, green energy. So like the green energy cells, or I'm sorry, the crystals that I'm finding. Oh. Oh man, that actually gives me slight vibes of that recording in Silksong. Oh no, that's a shock. I thought that was a pull. That is a shock thing. So, wait, did I do this? Did I do that one? I did that one, right? Yep, I think so. Dude, this game is super cool. If you have not ever played, well, you don't have a Nintendo Switch, do you? Dude, the Metroid series. This is now gonna forever go down in my brain as a Metroid thing. Metroid series is great. Okay, so they don't know why Grievers... I'm sorry. They don't know why Lemorn are turning into Grievers, and they're doing everything they can to turn them back into Lemorn, and it's not working. So they can make it happen for a couple seconds, and then it just goes back to it. But then they keep putting... Yeah. But then they keep putting them back in healing pods and then trying again? That's bananas. That's really, really frightening. Shut your mustache! I'm coming! I don't need you to... Don't tell me what I know, Travis. I know! I think this was a shortcut. I think I just took a shortcut. Tell me what I know. Yeah. This is exactly. This is me. This is reminding me a lot of inserting, forcibly, surgically putting silk into the bug's shells. But for that purpose, it was religious, which is bananas. But that's really interesting that we have this going on here, because this feels, like I said, this feels reminiscent. Well, no. This gives the same kind of vibes slightly, because it's a lab, I mean, it is a surgical center, but it's more of a laboratory. The White Ward didn't feel so much like a laboratory. It only felt like a surgical place. And they were doing things like the Lemorn seemed to be trying to reverse something terrible that's happening. Whereas in the White Ward, they were just making terrible things happen in the name of faith, or in the name of Farloom's what did they even worship? Just Farloom? So they feel different. This place feels sinister for a different reason, and maybe it's just because you can feel all the horrible things that happened here, or the horrible things that happened here despite them trying to make things better. Whereas in the White Ward, they just did horrible things, and they just were horrible. I don't know. I can't describe it. They're two different things, but at the same time, it's still very... all of it feels bad. All of it does. Even if the Lemorn are trying to save their brethren, it still feels bad because it's a sucky situation and because it never should have happened. At least the Lemorn are trying to figure something out, whereas the White Ward, they were legitimately just harming bugs. You know what I mean? They were trying to keep bugs alive for longer so they could keep singing them the choral chambers music while they were... or the Grandmother Silk. Keep Grandmother Silk so they could keep singing to Grandmother Silk to keep her asleep. I'm just over here having Hojo flashbacks. Oh, yeah. And Hojo worked in that creepy, creepy lab, making all sorts of wackadoo things. Full power restored laboratory, door sensor online. Oh, there are things in here? Okay, well, there's scratch marks on that wall, so that's fun. That's great. I love that. These guys made a nest in there, so that's fun. And then in here, door number 3, we just have scratch marks. Okay, so that's it. That's all behind door number 3, door number 1, door number 2. Oh, door number 4. I knew it. There had to be something in here. They were chasing immortality for unfaltering worship to Grandmother Silk. That's right. And then there's that recording of that last surgical procedure happening. Man. Okay, is this where I came in, I believe? Yeah, I don't know what kind of music I was expecting, but this wasn't it, but I really like it. Oh, that's why we can't go back the way we came. That's right. I have a marker set there because there are those things. So we're obviously going to have to come back at some point. Oh, wait. Maybe I can do something here. Maybe. Oh, the gondola. Cool. We're going to ride the gondola. They were Lemorning in here. Oh, I'm in the gondola. Okay, got it. Understood. Didn't realize I was actually in it. Yay. That was the place I jumped that I was not supposed to jump. I remember now. I can't jump. I can't react fast enough to those dudes. I just let them run into me. The link device has frozen and malfunctioned. The activation hologram will not display. So I don't think we're going to see a whole bunch of stuff. I don't think we're going to see... I don't think we're going to see a whole bunch of, memories or whatever of the Lemorn working on the Grievers. We saw what we needed to. We read with all the lore that we read and everything. We saw what we needed to. It was obviously a terrible situation. They were trying to fix what happened, but why it happened, I don't know. Shutter, terminal, online, and operational. However, the circuitry connected to the shutters has been damaged. So most of these little things that I can scan are not gonna do anything for us. I knew it. Something triggered the alarm. I can't override it.
I can't override security.
This is when it starts. Oh my gosh. They're coming. Somebody's coming. Somebody's coming. What are you? What's your job? Maintenance take. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll just hide in here. Oh, maybe not. The scratch pattern is the same in each one, which implies that the scratches were intentionally put there by the scientists who made the pods. That's fair. Okay, I think that means I'm supposed to go here.
I'm not sure what's happening. This whole facility just went into lockdown.
And yet he can still communicate with me. This, whatever's in here is alive, right? Running on normal power. The rapid increase in room temperature has caused the pod to malfunction and its internal temperature is rising. Oh, maybe we aren't going to fight a bunch of grievers then. I know we're going to fight some. we must. Like, they're all over the place, but maybe... I knew it. Ugh. You're like a frozen Griever? Lamorn Griever? You're... Oh, I can't scan you! Hold still! Frostburn. Griever variant awakened from preservation. The preservation liquid used has resulted in a loss of pigmentation, though their aggressive nature still remains. Awesome. Love that for them. Ah, I thought he was dead! Burn! Okay. I knew it. I gotta mark that. I was like, I know we're gonna fight some. I know we are. And this just means that they're just gonna come like busting out whenever. You know what I mean? They're just, where did I come in? I don't remember where I came in. They're just gonna come busting out at any given time. Oh, like this room. Oh no, wait, they're dead. Oh, but there's a... Right? They're all dead. Yeah, okay. Everybody's gonna stay dead, right? Oh, I need spider ball. Dang. Okay. I guess I need to mark this place then. One of my favorite Guardian fights in Metroid Prime 2 is the Spider Ball Guardian. It was really frustrating, but I thought it was a really clever way to create a, like, mini boss fight. That was really cool. Okay. Okay. That's where I came out. Yep, because that's the thing. Okay. That is where I came out. So this is... I do find it very interesting that when you mark something on your map, it just marks the whole entire room. But you know what? That actually is exactly what happens in Metroid Prime Corruption. If you get the little add-on to the map, if you find the little add-on to the map that shows you if there's a secret anywhere, it just marks the room. It doesn't actually show where it is. Okay. Rude. I'm gonna run out of fire. I actually... Oh, you're fast. That sucks. You burn alive. How long does it take them to burn alive? Asking for a friend. Okay. That's horrible. Now I know I'm killing Lamorn when I do that, and that sucks. I do not like that at all. That does not feel good. I keep pushing the wrong button. I keep thinking the shoot button is Y. Why? I don't know. Okay. I can't get down this way. I know, like, obviously it's me or them. Like, I get that, but it's still, it sucks. What is around here? Nothing. Oh, I see it. I've been seeing these things everywhere, and I've been like, well, we're gonna use these eventually. I don't know. Yikes. Okay. You can't... Oh. How do you get that? You only have 3 bombs? Okay, I gotta use my... You jump, put a bomb. Jump. Wow, I don't know how to get that one. But I'll put a marker here anyway. I don't know how to get that one. Oh, you get a spider ball, so you come down from the top.
Activity. What's happening down there?
You know I'm not going to answer your question. I don't talk. I actually don't know if the fire thing is like the best against them. I have no idea. No, it is not, actually. Oh, did they all go up? Did they climb up? Oh, they climbed up through there. Well, better get ready. Takobi, whatever his name is. Currently online. Okay. Oh yeah, they came out of this and like ripped it to shreds. Makes sense. Is this the room? This is the thing. That is the thing that they did the things with. Yep. Okay. That thing looked so sinister. Things don't look quite as scary when all the lights are on. It definitely doesn't feel quite as scary. But man, when I first came in and saw that thing, that was a really frightening sight. All the way back there when the door opened. Ugh. This isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was much scarier going through this whole place without the power. Way scarier. Because now there's music playing and... Oh. Light maintenance tank inactive. Powerful impact has damaged its internal circuitry. Reboot impossible. I thought it was one of those map things. You know what? I will bet that when you find those little robots and you administer a shock to them, I bet they show you secrets on the map. I'll bet that's what they do. For science! Today, there's a 100% chance of science. Security shutter damaged. It appears to have been torn off using enough physical force to break it entirely. Yeah, well, that tracks. Recovery pod management terminal. I guess I should go in there. Door's open. Come on in. All life signs have ceased. No data from body temperature, pulse, breathing, or blood pressure. Can I activate this in any way? No. Okay, yeah. So this is the room. Okay, I remember. See, they're all gone. Except that, bro. He got left behind. Because he did. He did. So this was a security door, like the other ones we've seen, and they just ripped it open. Okay. Die. If it's honestly, if it's just grievers, I'm okay with that. Like they're creepy and we have to fight them, but it's not as, if it's grievers, it's okay. I can handle that. That's fine. Metroids, on the other hand, that's what I thought was going to happen. Because every other lab you ever come to in the Metroid series always has Metroids in it. So we're either going to run into some eventually, or obviously it's going to have Metroid fusion in the boss, whatever the boss fight is. But that's what makes the labs unbelievably scary, is when there are Metroids all over the place. And in Metroid Prime 3, they can come through the walls. So that's cool. So there's never really like a safe... Oh, shoot. I just backed myself. Oh, just kidding. There's never really a safe place for you in Metroid Prime, in the Metroid Prime 3 lab. They all... I don't think they can come through these doors. For whatever reason. I think it's a glitch. I don't think they can come through. I don't think they've been animated to come through. I could be wrong. Oh, wow. Hello. How come I cannot... There we go. I mean, I guess I can see it now. They have those kind of tentacle-y things on the backs of their heads, or up on their heads, and that looks like the Lemorne. I never would have pieced it together, though. I never would have been like, are these the same species? Never. Used for communicating with surgery room, used for communicating with recovery room. Oh, monitoring recovery room. Manages cryopods in storage room. Oops. I guess that's the way we go. Here I come. Oh no, that door isn't open yet. Do we just wait? We're getting close. I recognize this room. I definitely recognize this room. When they teleport, they have a little thingy dingy on the forehead that kind of goes crazy. Oh, that's how you get in here. Thank you. I mean, sorry. And you know, you have to wonder, like, well, obviously if they're still, if they're aggressive, then they're not themselves. So it's kind of like, do they remember that they were once Lemorne? But I guess not. So the question is, which came first then? Was it the Grievers that came first? Or is it the Lemorne that came first and then something happened and they... No, it had to be the Lemorne came first. Because where would the Lemorne have come from? Then that would have meant that the Grievers, like evolved into being the Lemorne. Of course they are. You got your sniper thing, dude. Or I guess that doesn't really work. We're inside. This reminds me so much of The Thing. Even these creepy things crawling around. Or I'm sorry, Thing the video game. I remember watching my brother play the Thing video game, and I never saw what any of the bosses looked like. But I just remember seeing these freaking little creepy crawly things running all over the place. And it was just like this. It was in like a frozen kind of lab where there was snow everywhere. Right. Now, you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult is this surgery? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60 cash? Good old Cave Johnson. Woo, I'll tell you what, that is what I needed. I feel so re-energized. Nothing like a drop of water. Notice how I'm not missing save rooms ever again.
Ever again? Okay, I think we come up this way. You know what? I think he might die. I think Tokobi or Tokabi or whatever his name is. Oh my gosh, you guys know what we watched the other night? I don't know what made me think of this. I showed Howl's Moving Castle to my girls. First time Auden's ever watched it. She loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I'm actually considering getting HBO Plus for just a month so we can watch all the Ghibli movies together. Obviously, appropriate Ghibli movies. Auden can't watch Princess Mononoke. I haven't decided if Charlotte can watch it yet. I haven't gone through and looked at the parental guide yet. But like Kiki's Delivery Service and Spirited Away and, you know, all that stuff. Castle in the Sky is another one. Ponyo. I've never seen Porco Rosso. And I prefer my version that I have. I don't even remember where I found it, but I have the old version of My Neighbor Totoro. Because I do not like how the Disney version did it. Of course you do. You know what? I bet we're gonna make it up there, and we're gonna run into like a Big Daddy one. You know what I mean? Like there's gonna be like I think we're gonna come up there to him, and there's gonna be oh yeah, I forgot about this. There's gonna be like a new
one. Sorry, dude. Just wait just 1 second. I gotta just do some exploring. You never know when I might find an upgrade that could help me help you. physical force. Well, I got that down. But Auden loved it, and the whole rest of the night, we all kept going, oh, what a pretty fire. And we would laugh and laugh and laugh. Oh, she thought it was so funny. And then, of course, when I went to put her to bed, she was like, I'm having a nightmare about Howl's Moving Castle. And and we watched the scene where Howl has his drama queen meltdown about his hair 2 times because Charlotte wanted to watch it 2 times. Oh, this is the map station. Fabulous. And that scene used to terrify Charlotte when she was younger. She hated that scene. But Auden didn't have a problem with it. But she did have a problem with when I think it's a dream sequence and she finds Howl and he's like a bird monster thing. And I was like, you don't have to be scared. It's okay. I said, remember though, she saves his life and everything's okay. And then I was like, and remember, oh, what a pretty fire. And she started laughing. And then she came into my room afterward and was like, oh, what a pretty fire. I was like, go to bed. It was really fun. I haven't seen it in a really long time. It was really, really fun. What was the one called where the girl, that's Howl's Moving Castle. She gets cursed into being a little old lady. And she is savage. She's so savage. You have to remember that she's actually like young. She's like in her 20s, but she is savage. I remember she's walking to the palace because she's going to represent Howl in front of Madame Solomon. And she's like, I wonder what form Howl's going to take to follow me here. And then she sees something and she goes, no, that can't be him. He's too flamboyant for that. And then there's this airplane that flies by and there's a girl holding like a parasol on top of it. And she's laughing and giggling while the airman like flies it around. And she goes, that could be him. We were laughing and laughing. And then after he has his meltdown, Markle's like, he's calling down the spirits of the darkness. I saw him do this once when his girlfriend when a girl dumped him. And, after he has his little meltdown, he's all wrapped up in blankets and he's like, you're going to wear your hat when I used all that magic to make your dress pretty. And he's in like little slippers and he follows her to the door. It's actually pretty realistic if you ask me, because I mean, I don't know. I think masculinity absolutely can look like that. You can have a moment and have kind of a breakdown and need some time to recover. And that's okay. Everybody has that. That's fine. But we watched that whole one and Auden really enjoyed it. She liked it a lot. She said it kind of made her nervous, but I was like, no, but you love, oh, what a pretty fire. But I think, I don't know, I was thinking that we could get HBO Plus just for, or like, HBO Max or whatever, not Plus. I can't keep all the straight. Plus, Max, plus and minus Max, all the Maxes. I don't know. We could get HBO Max and then just watch all the Ghibli movies and maybe well, no, I have the Lord of the Rings movies. There's another movie on HBO called Belle, Belle, and it is an anime movie. Charlotte first watched it when she went to a friend's house, and I only watched part of it. The animation is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It is kind of a Beauty and the Beast type feel story, but it's slightly different than that. And I know that that's on HBO Max as well. The music is really pretty, and the girl who sings, the girl that does the voice acting of the main character, her singing voice is so pretty. Charlotte watched it. She was like, this is the saddest movie I've ever seen. And I was like, well, not all movies are happy, dude. Like, sometimes crappy things happen in life. But I didn't pay super close attention, so I only kind of half watched it. Oh, get him. Sure. At least that stopped him from attacking me. Good job, Samus. You did it. Good job. Great job. It's okay to cry, even if you're like, if you are a human, it is totally acceptable to cry. Totally fine. Now, is it a little over dramatic to say, I just don't see the point of living if I can't be beautiful? That's a little over dramatic. And that's what he says. He's like, I just don't see the point in living if I can't be beautiful. And we're like, well, I think we're going a little overboard here, bro, but that's okay, I guess. But I did just listen to I didn't finish the whole movie, or the whole video, but I was listening to a video on YouTube that was explaining how Ghibli writes men as opposed to how Disney writes men a lot of the time. And it's true. Ghibli writes very strong male leads, but they're also very tender, and they're not strong in the sense of like physical. None of them are like super muscular, really, really like overly big Chad dudes. None of them are. They're all strong in their own ways, and they look pretty average, but they have strong personalities. But they also have tenderness. They also have emotions. They are vulnerable, and I think I hope we can see more of that in animated movies in the future. And I'm not saying all of Disney's male characters are bad by any means, but Ghibli does write men really, really well. Okay, we're gonna have to come back here as well, because Howl is a drama queen, but he also I feel like I should know what to do with that, but maybe I don't. Wait a minute, am I supposed to be in here? How am I supposed to... In before Disney releases Beauty and the Giga Chad. Maybe if I... Okay, wait. No, I feel like this is a power I don't know how to use yet. The ugly and the handsome. I feel like, I mean, Ghibli writes both female and male leads really, really well. Just really well. They don't follow the same, they don't follow all the same kind of tropey tropes. I actually don't know if I am supposed to be in here. I think this is just a secret area, but I don't know if I could get, wait, am I supposed to be in here? How do I get up to him? Beauty and the Mr. Beast? Whatever that is, it don't care about you none. Oh yeah, the little, like, yeah, the little thing up there? Yeah, it doesn't care about me one bit. I would imagine I need some sort of psychic something or other to access that, but how else? That's literally the only way I can go, though. Oh, hey, buddy. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. I just don't know how... Talking like a ranch hand. Yeah, if you put a bomb and then it... Oh. I trapped this random lady in my castle. If she can survive for 100 ways, or 100 days, I'll give her cash. Okay, I lied. Oh. That's a secret room. This is the way that you're supposed to go, but you can't go because... Oh, wait. I was gonna say, that's not there for no... That's not there for no reason. There's definitely a reason it's there. But someday when we get the spider ball, it will... We won't need to use these little things. Got it. But I have a marker on that because... I'm gonna have to come back for whatever that is. I imagine, yeah, that's got to be some sort of psychic. I don't know what it is, but it's some sort of like psychic. Psychic ball, psychic boost ball, jump something, psychic something.
Samus, you made it. Let's take
Let's do it, buddy. I got it. I've dealt with so many of these guys. Like, so many. So many of these guys. If I can aim. Take your shot. Oh, he's coming. He's coming for you. He is coming for you. Oh, it's a thing. Oh, nice shot. Good job. You're so good. I guess we can just... Well, at least he's a super awesome shot, because I don't know if Miles could help me here. Bless him. I do not think so. Well, no. I don't like fire either, really. If I were shot in the face with a fire shot, I would also struggle. That would be a bad situation. Ah! Ow! Oh, sizzled. Oh, shoot. He's got to, like, narrate. He's got a monologue. Taking the shot. Did we get him?
I think we're clear.
I think we did. Good job. Good job, buddy.
Solid work, Samus. Power's back online. Feels like the heat is too. Might be what's drawing those strange creatures. You'll be able to use that
Is Stockholm Syndrome real? Today we put it to the test.
deepest level.
Oh, that's how we get down.
Try to open the gate from up here. The rest is up to you.
Of course it is. See? That made sense for her to nod. Yes. Not a thumbs up, but yes. That made sense for her to just, like, I got it. I understand. I feel like Disney has written good male characters. Like, I know I liked Flynn Rider. Flynn was kind of your kind of jerky guy at the beginning, but once he kind of opens up and is honest with Rapunzel about who he is and where he came from and the fact that everything he's lived has been pretty much a lie and that he just kind of wanted to be somebody else and all that stuff, I feel like I feel like there's growth there that happens. And I appreciated that. Like, Disney's not bad at writing male characters, but I feel like more often than not, Ghibli is better. Because if you look at Woody and if you look at Buzz and you look at Flynn Rider, and then I'm trying to think of other male characters. Prince Naveen, even from like Princess and the Frog, you know, he has growth. Woody is a good flawed character with a lot of growth. I think he fell in love with Rapunzel. Well, yeah. And he's like, may I just say, hi. How's it going? Name's Flynn Rider. How's your day going? I agree. Oh, I thought that was a poll thing. I always think that's a poll thing. Okay, it's time to move on to Le Bus, which I would imagine is going to need the fire, probably. Was this where I came in? No. Okay. All right, here it goes. There will probably be a save station down below. We're going down into quarantine. Oh, Kristoff was good. Yes, thank you. Kristoff was a good one. Kristoff was great. And I remember when I first watched the movie, I was like, okay, well, she meets this guy right off the bat at the very beginning of the movie. They immediately get engaged. Whatever. It's a Disney movie. But then when Kristoff came along, I was like, well, but why would Kristoff come along if they... I don't know. I guess I just was like, I don't feel like this relationship is going to last with Hans. I expected him to not be good kind of from the get-go. I was like, why else would they throw Kristoff in there? Now, you can easily have a male person in there and not have him become the romantic lead, obviously, or become the romantic. Like, a person can just help another person. But while we were watching it, I just remember being like, I don't know. We got two dudes here. So I don't know. There's something about that. Like, why would we have two dudes here? Ow. But yeah, Kristoff was great. I'm trying to think. Like, Aladdin wasn't so bad, but he lied a lot. And when he was called out on it, he still lied. Like, she finally calls it, oh yeah, Tadashi's. You know what? All the male characters in that movie, other than the bad guy, obviously, all of them, all the students. I mean, Hiro is so young, but like Wasabi and even Fred in his crazy way, and Tadashi, and you know, all of them they were all written really, really well. But Aladdin is caught after they go on their little magic carpet ride. He's caught, and she's like, "Why did you lie to me?" And he's like, "Well, and then she gives him a chance to be honest with her, and he still isn't honest with her. You know what we're gonna get? We're gonna get a thing to unlock this because it's there right outside the boss room door, probably. They should pull a Halo series and make Samus have a boyfriend. Samus don't need no boyfriend. She can take care of herself. I'm just kidding. She totally could. She totally deserves a good man. She totally deserves. That's fine. She deserves. She. Samus and Miles. Just kidding. I've never even thought about that. I've never ever thought about that. Just like I'd never thought about it with Aloy either. I was like, Aloy doesn't know how to be close to people because Aloy grew up totally disconnected from people. And so she doesn't know how to be close to people. And Aloy follows the same type of... No. You're right. I'm not spoiling anything. I'm simply saying when I've played those games, it has never crossed my mind to be like, she needs a boyfriend or whatever. It's just never crossed my mind. Hey, it's Chaos. It's Professor Chaos. Oh, Simba's great. And this sounds really stupid, but I totally have a crush on Simba, which is weird because he's a lion, but I don't know. Oh, Pacha. Pacha's another good one. Pacha is great. Pacha and his wife are a very, very, I think, a pretty healthy couple.
I tried to open that gate, but it won't respond. See anything?
Sorry, can he see what I'm doing? Because that's concerning. Pacha is great. Wait, so they're both supposed to be open simultaneously, which means I'm supposed to do this, right? No, but I can't open them both simultaneously this way. Okay. Smiles. Underground dome lock disengage input terminal A requires password input to disengage the locking bolt and open the door. Linked to terminal B, both terminals must disengage their locks simultaneously. So what you're saying is he should be... I was gonna say what you're saying is he should be down here with me. Oh. It crossed my mind. It should have been me, not him. It's not fair. Yeah, I just never really thought about it. I don't know how far you are in Horizon Forbidden West, Sword Art, so I'm not going to say anything. Not that I'm trying to spoil things, but there's a difference between the gameplay of Horizon Forbidden West versus Horizon Zero Dawn that sort of mirrors Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, there's another one. Oh, just kidding. Nope, just kidding. Okay, so this is where I came in. So what? I need him down here with me? Input terminal B requires password input to disengage the locking bolt and open the door linked to terminal A. Both terminals must disengage their locks simultaneously. Okay. Okay. Heavy clamp. The clamps! Used to secure the door. In the event the release mechanism becomes non-functional, it can be pulled open. Oh. Whoops. I see. I was gonna say, there's gotta be, he's not gonna come all the way down here. He can't even walk properly.
That did the trick. Opening now.
Oh. Thanks, buddy.
Happy hunting.
Happy hunting. Thanks. Oh, yeah. We're gonna go back and save real quick. Real quick, like. We're gonna go back and save, and then this will probably be the last thing I do for the stream today. What is today? Monday? You know what? I don't know. We may either get boost or we may get shock. I don't know, because both of those things are needed down in this area to unlock two different things. Some of those cartoon characters have all the smoke. Robin Hood? Robin Hood. What is it about the foxes? Robin Hood is not the first fox I've had a slight crush on. Robin Hood, Nick Wilde from Zootopia, Fantastic Mr. Fox, voiced by George Clooney. I don't know what it is about the foxes, but... And I'm not attracted to animals, but it's their personalities, and it's just the way that they hold themselves and the way that they deal with, like, the way that they interact with other characters. I mean, I don't know. Nick Wilde was a jerk in the beginning, but obviously... I actually feel like they wrote Nick pretty well as well. Like I said, he was a total jerk. But again, it was kind of the same situation as like Flynn Rider. Once you kind of understand where he came from and why he thinks the way he does and why he is the way he is, it's like, okay, well, now I understand that you've had a little bit of trauma. They're pretty foxy. Okay, bye. See you later. Oh. This looks dangerous. Okay. Let's do it. Nice. She did like the pound to the ground and everything. She's so cool. Oh, it's above us. Oh! Or we get a... Wow, dang. What is your name, sir? Keratos? Karate? A giant cingulata-like organism covered in a hard shell, only lives in extremely frigid areas, and is capable of creating ice from air moisture. They talk about this like there are a bunch of them out there. Only lives in extremely frigid areas. Like, there are multiples. Like, he is not just a one-off. There are multiples of them. It possesses sensory organs below the carapace on its head and opens its shell to identified enemies or attack with its mouth. Metroid fusion has altered its body composition, leaving its core completely exposed. Keratos. Okay. Oh, cool. Wow. Oh. Okay, we scan that. Ice pedestal used by Keratos to assist with spinning. High-speed rotation melts the surface of the ice block, creating thinner layer of water between it and Keratos, which presents. Well, I can. Oh, I can do that. Isn't that what I'm supposed to do? Yeah. Okay. I don't know what you are. Oh, man. Cheese and freaking crackers. Okay. Okay. Is he doing his thing again? Oh no, he's coming after me. Okay, cool. The backward strafing is one of the greatest things they invented in this game, for sure. I'm right here, buddy. Yeah. Right there. In the face. In the face. Oh. Oh. This is new. Okay. Oh. Yeah, that was awesome. Although he took a lot of my life down in the process. Oh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Ow. Oh, I walked into that. I thought it was a pickup. It was not. Ah. So can I like shoot at him or no? Whoa, that was close. I don't know how to... I can't tell if I should only use heat. Woo. Oh, yeah. I don't really know how I'm doing. I mean, he's like halfway down. But now he's extra angry, probably, because that's usually what happens. Do all these bosses have phase 2, phase 2, phase 2? I feel like they usually do. Oh, oh dang. Okay. I just don't want him to do his spinny thing again, because that sucked. I think you are encouraged to do, well, maybe. Oh, that was so close. So I'm at 47. Ooh, you better get it. There we go. Okay, cool. I like how he's like peeping around. He's like, just want to make sure she's still around here somewhere. I know she's around here somewhere. I know she is. Dang it. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, well, my life is still relatively full, so unless he, like, he kind of reminds me of the rock dude in Metroid Prime 1. Kind of. Although I feel like the rock guy is way more annoying. Maybe. Oh, he's coming. Ah! Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to take the time to, like... Oh. I don't want to take the time to charge. I'm right here. I'm right here, sweetie. I got you. I feel like the last guy got really crazy there for a minute. Like at the very end, I almost died when I fought that last dude. But this guy, I don't feel like he's done any sort of like crazy, like, oh, phase 2. phase 2. I don't know. I could be wrong. Oh, I think I did it. You gonna slam into the wall? Ow! Oh, he didn't. Because he probably ran into me. Yeah, there we go. We got him! Nice. He was gross. Not super hard, though. Cool design, though. Ooh, we are so small. We are so tiny. That Thardus light. Yeah, he's definitely like a Thardus kind of sort of. To be totally honest, I cannot figure out a good way to beat Thardus without getting hit so often. There's just no way to... Okay, so what did we get? There's no way to dodge him. When he turns into that big... Like, he goes into the big ball and he rolls around. There's just no way to dodge him. Psychic Boost Ball enables the Morph Ball to generate rotational momentum. I thought for sure we were going to get an electric something. It's like keratin, but with Keratos. Got it. Professor Chaos. I did have a good weekend, actually. I had a really good weekend. I've got a new goal this week. My new goal this week is to keep my kitchen like almost spotless. And I know that that sounds crazy, but it really, honestly, I have learned my stress levels are directly tied to my kitchen. And it's obviously easier when my husband is home more often, but my goal is to have the dishwasher run every night so we can empty it every morning. And then instead of just piling dishes up in the sink, we can just put dishes straight into the dishwasher. And we've only been doing it for, you know, a couple days, but I kind of had not a breakdown, but I just had a moment where I was like, over the last couple days, and I was like, I just feel like I do everything in the kitchen. And I just get really frustrated when nobody seems to help me and nobody puts their dishes away or whatever. And Anders like, the problem is if the dishwasher is empty, I have no issues putting my dish in the dishwasher. But if the dishwasher is not empty, I don't have time to empty it. So I'm sorry, do I not do just what? Oh, I'm supposed to look up at this, right? And so he's like, if I'm in a hurry and I'm eating really quick before I go off to work or something, I can't put my dish in the dishwasher if the dishwasher isn't unloaded. But if I go in there and it's all dirty and there's no space for it, or it's clean, but it's all in there, then I don't have any space to put my dish. And so I just put it in the sink and then it just piles up from there. And he's not wrong. He's totally not wrong. And both my girls are old enough to be able to put their dishes in the dishwasher. Maybe not quite Auden, but Auden is old enough to take her dish from the table and put it in the sink. And then Charlotte is 100% old enough to take dishes from the table and put them in the dishwasher, or take the dishes in the sink that Auden has put there and put them in the dishwasher. Dorian says, I like cleaning my kitchen. I never connected that to my stress level, but they could be related. I mean, I like cleaning for the most part. It's kind of therapeutic to me to clean, but not when I feel like I'm a maid. Not when I feel like I'm just cleaning up everybody else's junk and crap and that people take me for granted and they're just like, oh, well, mama will just clean it up. I don't like that feeling. And so I'm trying to at least keep, I guess my goal isn't necessarily to keep my kitchen spotless, but it is to keep the dishwasher empty / free, or either put it in a place or have it in a place where it's easy to load, or, you know, whatever the case, I'm not really sure. Just a place where people can load straight into the dishwasher instead of putting it in the sink, because then it just piles up. And it's Artemis! And we just got an anonymous gifter. When it's anonymous, I don't know what to do. That was very kind. Oh, I see. I don't know. I can't hum that. Thank you so much for that gift. I don't know who you are, but I sure love you and appreciate you. I hope you know that. I like to clean when I feel like I haven't had a productive week. Otherwise, it's an achievable goal and feels like I did something when done. That is very true. That is very true. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate it. That boss wasn't so hard. I was really nervous about what was coming, but he wasn't so bad. Samus has seen and endured so much worse. Who is my Lisa? Like everything in freaking Metroid Fusion, horrifying. Most of the Metroid Dread bosses were pretty intense. Listen, if you have not played Metroid Dread, I highly recommend you play it because the counter scenes alone in the boss fights. It sucks that my camera and all my setup and everything is so bad for those old streams because I love my reaction to that counter. There's one boss where the counter is just, it's so crazy. Totally blew my mind. For vehicles? Oh, so I'm not supposed to summon my Viola. Oh, it's so good. I love the counter. I should play that again. I loved Metroid Dread so much. Here I am like, oh, I didn't save!
Samus. Looks like you got what you came for.
I don't think he's good.
Message came through the station radio while you were gone. Somebody named Specialist Mackenzie. He sent
Oh,
me
yeah.
coordinates for base camp, so I'll be on my way soon.
Oh, okay.
Now, I've been on a lot of missions. This has always protected me.
I was gonna say, is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy?
May Solon light your path. You go on ahead. There's a healing pod up here, and I'll be as good as new in no time.
I don't know. Can I go back down and use the save point, please? Because I forgot to do that, and I need to go do that. Like when I walk through the house and I'm the only one who sees that the trash can is full or the dog's food dish is empty, am I not the only person who lives here and y'all need to take the time to handle some of this business? Yes! There have been things left on the floor for, I don't know, weeks at a time, maybe not weeks, but like days at a time. And then eventually Charlotte will trip over it and she'll be like, what is this doing in the middle of the floor? And I'm like, well, I mean, you live here too. You could put it away. Or she'll be like, this has been in the middle of the floor for days. And I'm like, yeah, and you could put it away too. I am not the only person that lives here. I have also been ignoring it, just like you. And she'll be like, eh. Like, all right, fine. I've seen people step over things that have been there for days, and they only pick it up when I ask them. Now, listen, I understand that Charlotte is 11. She is at that age where she does not notice when there is a need yet. The only way she notices if there's a need is if I'm about to have a mental breakdown, and she can tell that I'm really mad. If I'm really frustrated, I don't ever yell at my children, but if I'm really frustrated, she starts cleaning because that is her way of being like, I need to do something. But now did he give me whatever he just showed me? I don't feel like he gave it to me. I thought he just like held on to it. Or did he give it to me? I missed that. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I bet. I am done with this place. This place was heckin' creepy. Heckin' creepy. Not as creepy now, but it was heckin' creepy. That's what I thought. I thought he was just showing it to me, but I was like, I don't know why that protects you. I mean, you're a pretty good gunman. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's, oh. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's probably why you've been alive, but may you have children that leave Lego everywhere. I know. Wait, I have this marked. Is it for that? Those snow wolf aren't gonna show up again, are they? Oh, I think I did mark it for that, but this isn't a secret. This is just a, hey, this is, let me get you back to your, oh, maybe it's not. Never mind. I think it is a secret, probably. No, I think it's a canon, actually. My biggest problem is the fact that I do not delegate as much as I should. Charlotte is absolutely old enough. Oh, I should have scanned. Oh, yeah, I knew this was a thing. I've seen that before. That is a very Metroid Prime situation. It's a very Metroid Prime way to travel. This right here gives me faith they will remake Metroid Prime 2. A kinetic orb cannon. Yes, that's it. That's what I'm saying. I recognize like the satellite dishy thingy that you like ram into and somehow you're okay. Are we ever going to see Takobi again? Tokabi again? I don't know. I don't know. It's a mystery. It's a Tokabi mystery. What? What? Why? My problem is delegation. I don't delegate because I think to myself, I really want people to actually like notice what I'm doing. Like I want people to just notice when there's a need. But the reality is Charlotte is not old enough to really notice that there's a need. And Ander is, but oftentimes Ander is just busy with other things that he has prioritized higher than that. Because if he doesn't prioritize those things, his business falls apart. And we are out of a house. So, you know, like what is it showing me? I don't understand. Oh, wait, I think I do know, actually. Connected slot. Okay, wait, I feel like I recognize this. What are we doing for this? There's another save station. So you want to not communicate. You mean with my family or in this game? Because in this game, I don't want anybody to tell me what to do. I believe communication is so important, and oftentimes I forget to communicate because I'm like, well, I just wish people would just notice, whatever. But people aren't just going to notice. That's just it. Like Charlotte is not ever going to just notice. I mean, maybe if I'm really upset or something and she'll be like, oh, I need to clean. But I've got to be better at that. Am I supposed to like shoot? No. Am I supposed to shoot that? I mean, I can't even... send that anywhere. So like, why would I... Oh, I see. Got it. I don't know if this is actually gonna... Yeah, you want people to just notice, which is stupid. Well, it's not entirely stupid because it's like, well, I notice. So how come other people don't notice, you know? But the reality is Charlotte and Auden could definitely help more in the kitchen. And if I have to direct, then I have to direct. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't understand why it's... Airtight container, its circuitry is exposed. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Is this for me right now, or am I supposed to come back to this? It's circuitry? think I'm supposed to come back here. I think I'm going to put a marker here. I would imagine it has something to do with a shock. So communicate that you want them to notice. I know, but when I do that, it only lasts for a day or so. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want the family to want to help me instead of saying they have to. That's a very common thing. That's a very common thing with just kind of living with other people kind of in general. It's really common because it's like, there's a scene about this actually. I've never seen this movie, but there's a scene from the movie. I think it's called The Breakup, between Jennifer Aniston and Vince Vaughn. And he's like playing video games, and she's obviously very upset with him, and she's really angry that he's in there playing video games, and she's trying to keep her cool. And from what I understand, many people feel like it's one of the best arguments ever written or ever shown on screen on a movie of how it feels to be the spouse or the partner that is giving everything for a spouse or partner that isn't giving enough. Because it has to be, I don't want to say equal, because things will never be equal. And that is something that I know a lot of people want to be a thing. I know people want equality, but it's never going to be equal because I cannot do all the things that Ander does, and Ander cannot do all the things I do. It just can't be equal. If it was equal, I would be working also, and he would be working, and then we would both spend the same amount of time with the kids. And that's just not possible because I don't work and he does. So it's never going to be equal to him working outside the house and me working inside the house. It's just never going to be. Thank you to whoever that anonymous gifter is. It can be equal, just in moderation. You're right. Because when we both worked part-time, I felt like things were pretty equal. Because I would work one day, Ander would stay home with Charlotte. He would do the housework and stuff for the day, cook dinner. I cleaned up when I got home. And then the next day we would switch. He would go work. I would stay home, do the housework, cook dinner. He would come home. He would switch. Then we would switch. That's when he worked for Wells Fargo. But he wasn't happy because he was working behind a desk all day, and he wasn't happy with that. I loved my job. But when he started his fishing business, he still was able to do it part-time, and he was happier with that, but we didn't have a whole lot of money, but we were pretty happy because things were actually really equal. We both spent pretty much the same amount of time with Charlotte, and he wasn't any sort of heavy calling, and I wasn't in any sort of heavy calling at church. So we sat next to each other at church all the time. He wasn't bishop or anything like that. But oftentimes when I get frustrated with the situation that I'm in, it's not because I'm like, well, I just wish that Ander would do more, or I just wish people would do more, or whatever. It's because I can't say, well, I wish you would do more, but I'm not willing to do more. Because if it was truly equal, I would go get a job and we would both work half the hours and then spend half our time working and half our time with the girls. That's the only way it can be equal. Because what I'm asking is for him to work and help out more around the house. Whereas I don't have a job to worry about. So my only responsibilities are at the house. And so therefore it's not equal. It never will be. It just is what it is. I mean, I am working, yes. But I mean, for him, he has his job on top of the responsibilities at home. Whereas I only have the responsibilities at home. I don't have an external job to worry about. So if anything, he's got more irresponsibility than I do. So it's not going to be equal. This was an anonymous one. I don't know this one very far, but that whole part with the, what is it? It's not a saxophone. It's a, see, I don't know this part, but I do know. I need to memorize that one better because it's all over the place. Like all the, it's everywhere. I can't figure. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I work for sure. And Ander is very quick to remind me of that. He says, I couldn't do what I do if you didn't do what you do. So that is why our money is our money and our bank account is our bank account. And that is, that's why, because we both work, but he technically has more responsibilities than I do because he has also, like, he has everything going on at home, but then he also has this external job. All my worries are all in the home. And so it's never going to be like, he's never going to be able to spend as much time around the girls as I do because he's got to go out and make money. The only way that can actually work and that can actually be equal is if you are a bazillionaire and, oh, okay, that doesn't work. How do we get up there then? If you're a bazillionaire like my cousin Eliza, and neither of them need to work, and so they just spend all their time with their kids at their house. And even then, they don't spend their time with their kids. They hire nannies to take care of their kids so they can go do whatever they want. That's the only way it can be technically 100% equal, is if neither of you work and you both can just hang out with the kids at the house. That's it. It's the only way. So I have to remind myself that, how do we, oh yeah, that's the arm up there. I mean, there's a boost thing, but I don't, I want to be clear that I don't feel this way all the time. Sometimes it builds up and sometimes I feel frustrated and sometimes I get to a point where I get kind of like kind of worked up. But for the most part, I don't resent what I do and I don't resent my role, I guess. I really don't resent it that often. There are times that it builds up and I feel kind of frustrated about it. It's just, but for the most part, I really love that I'm in a position where I don't have to work, that I don't have to put my kids in daycare, that I can homeschool, that I can stream. Is it a struggle sometimes because my kids interrupt me or whatever? Yeah, it is. But I'm also really grateful to my husband for how hard he works for us and all the sleepless nights and days and things that he puts in for us and allows me to do what I do and allows me to, I mean, if I were to go to Ander tomorrow and say, you know what, I've decided that I don't want to stream anymore, which isn't going to happen because I love streaming. But if I were to go to him tomorrow and say, I've decided I don't really want to stream anymore and I want to go back to school, he would be like, okay, absolutely. Where do you want to go? He would never be like, oh, are you sure? If he is fully supportive of whatever it is I want to do, he's fully supportive of my writing. He's fully supportive of my Twitch streaming. He's fully supportive of like whatever he wants, whatever I want to do. If I were to go to him and say, I want to go back to school and get an associate's in whatever, or I want to go learn how to give haircuts so I can add that to my aesthetic repertoire or whatever, he would be like, all right, let's figure out a way. Like his mom lives here. We have some childcare. We could make it happen. And if he came to me and was like, I think we should, he has come to me before and been like, hey, I need to make this purchase. That's kind of a big purchase. I need to buy these new batteries for my boat because they last longer and blah, blah, blah. And then, I actually, most of the time I'm like, yeah, of course, that makes sense. Like that's an investment for the business. That makes sense. And, so he's very, very supportive in that way. Now, what he can't do is he can't just say, tell you what, I'll take the day off and I won't take a trip today. So you can just stream all day because that basically makes that Twitch stream cost him like $580. That costs us $580 because if he turns a trip down so he can watch the girls so I can stream for 6 hours, that is him turning down like $580. And that is why he can't do that. So sometimes my mom would be like, well, I don't understand why Andrew can't just take a day off and watch the girls so you can do what you want to do that day. And I'm like, because that makes what I want to do cost almost $600. So no, that's not how it works. I've got to figure out other ways. Like I'm thinking about, let me see. I think Papa's taking a nap, love.
Can I have a ramekin of the gummies?
Of what gummies? You ate them all, babe. You ate them all. I don't even know how to find this, to be totally honest. I really wish that they would have this just in general.
Gummies
I don't, you know what? I don't know if I would go to BYU. I've never been to BYU. They do have online classes, but I know you ate them all. I put the rest of them in a bag. I put the rest of them on the kitchen island and then you ate them all. You told me you ate them all. Oh, well, I don't know what to tell you, but why don't you let me finish talking to my friends and we'll figure out. I'm sure I've got candy stashed somewhere. Somebody did say that once. They were like, so what you're saying is if chat just raised 400 and let's see, Anders' half days, I think, are 420 and then his full days. So I'm sorry. A half day is 5 hours. That's 420, I think. And a full day is 540 or something like that. And that's for 8 hours. I can't remember what it is. Sweetheart, I can't help you right now. I got to finish talking to my friends. You're going to have to wait. And somebody was like, so what you're saying is if chat just raises like $420, then he can stay home and watch the girls and you can stream all day. And I was like, yeah, but that is such a weird trade-off. I was like, first of all, that doesn't make me feel good because that feels like I'm begging for money, which is never, ever the case. That's not why I stream anyway. And second of all, that just feels weird because like, yeah, it's not, I mean, I guess, but I don't know. I was just like, I mean, technically, yeah, if somebody were to just pay Anders $600 and be like, here, let me just give you $600, then sure, he would turn down a trip, you know? But that's not your guys' responsibility. And that's not my responsibility. He loves his job. It's tiring, but he really loves his job. So anyway, somebody did say that once. They were like, so what you're saying is we should just raise this much money. And I was like, I mean, I highly doubt that, I highly doubt that if somebody were to just hand us $600, Ander would be like, oh, great, I don't have to work today. I mean, his business is the thing is very much, you just have to take work when you get it. And so if it comes when you don't really want to work, you still have to do it anyway, because you're inevitably going to hit a slow patch where you're going to go, man, I wish I would have taken those trips, you know? I don't remember when it was that I first started streaming. I'm looking back on because I've been thinking about my like streamiversary, I guess. I think I started streaming, was it 2019? I can't remember. Oh, I can't. Okay. No, that's not what I want. What? I don't know how to find. Okay, hold on. I'll do that in a second. Let me help my child. Just a second. Yeah, I don't know how to find how long I've been streaming. Streamer age should be a thing, I agree. So you used to be able to go through and like it doesn't give you an end date that is any earlier than like, let's see. I want to say it was March 2019, but I could be wrong. Oh, that is going to take a long time to figure out. I think I gave Ander, I made this account to start streaming. It says not enough data. It says not enough data for us to. Oh, it was in May. I started in May. Sunday, May 26th through Saturday, June 1st. That's what this says.
Where are you
Oh, here we go. I'm playing, okay, so May. Let's see if I can figure it out. My first ever stream was on Tuesday, May 28th. I'm playing Metroid Prime 4. Which means if you post in chat, we can check your account birthday. Like if I say something in chat, like hello. I did make an account for Ander back when I was very, very first streaming. See, if you're going to start streaming, there's no reason to ever stream to 0 people. You always can make a dummy account or something, put like your husband's laptop or something like that on, oh, okay, I lied. I think I made a Twitch account to watch my friend stream. Auden. I know. Can you let me finish? Now? Let me finish. I'm not done yet. So it looks like my first stream was on Tuesday, May 28th. And I remember that. I think that was when I was only streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays because I was streaming Twitch Sings. And I could only stream Tuesdays and Thursday nights. So the 28th is on Thursday. You can, but I can't get it for you until I finish. So that means we can do something for, I mean, I can like do something, but bye, Mactastic. Thank you so much for being here. It's always lovely to see you. So when it comes to things like that, whether it was the 1,000 follower celebration or like my birthday, what days does my birthday fall on this year? My birthday's on February 22nd. Oh, that's a Sunday. So with that being said, I mean, there's a chance that like I could do something fun on my birthday since it's a Sunday and Ander is home on Sundays. I usually have extra meetings on Sundays, but we don't have church until like 1:30. Since it's my birthday, I could send one of my counselors to ward council and be like, it's my birthday. I don't want to go sit in ward council for an hour. Anyway, whatever the case, when moments like that happen, when it's like extra life, when extra life happens, it's not like I can be like, hey, Ander, can you take this day off and not guide so I can raise money for charity? Because that means we don't make money. You know what I mean? Go. Tell Sissy it's time to turn it off. You guys should go out on the trampoline anyway. It's nice outside, I think. So, oh, I don't even have my phone in here. That is the first video I think I posted on my new YouTube channel because I used to have another one that I do all my singing on, or that I did all my singing on, that I used to post video game stuff there, but then I unpublished them all and tried to separate both of them out. Because I was like, if I'm really going to dive into this video game thing, I need like a totally separate account. And so the YouTube, like the Metroid Dread and everything, I think that was like the first video that I posted on my the YouTube channel I made just specifically to try and like funnel people down to Twitch. But I can't remember because I know I live streamed multiple times. Like I think I live streamed Ori and the Blind Forest, or no, I'm sorry, Will of the Wisps. I think I streamed Hollow Knight, Twilight Princess, all that stuff on my old YouTube account because I was using Restream. So I was multi-streaming between Twitch and YouTube because my sister couldn't access Twitch at work, but she could access YouTube. And so I multi-streamed for a while, but it makes chat really weird. And if bugs happen with chat, there's nothing you can do to fix it. So I kind of dropped that. I know a lot of streamers today will say you have to multi-stream. I don't know. I kind of had bad experiences with it, but anyway, so I separated out and made 2 separate YouTube accounts, and I took all the gaming stuff off of my other one, or at least I unpublished them. But the quality, you guys, the quality is so bad. So bad. Like the camera is terrible. Everything's terrible. The gameplay looks okay, but my camera looks awful. My mic sounds terrible. It's before I learned like all the things. I know blocking Twitch, but not YouTube. Yeah, I was like, if you're going to block one, then you might as well block the other, but whatever. So, but this all just goes back to the fact that I really do try to communicate and I try to explain when I get frustrated or whatever, but a lot of the times I get frustrated is because And it's not even so much that Ander doesn't help me, it's that my girls don't help me. They're the ones that are home with me all day. And Charlotte is 100% old enough to do a lot of chores around the house. Not that I'm saying she needs to do everything, but she's totally old enough to, clean the bath. And she has cleaned the bathroom. She scrubs the toilets every Tuesday, and she can absolutely vacuum the family room and clean up the family room. She's perfectly capable of that. And actually, she just asked the other day, "Hey, it's Cody. Brrr. I have no dishes in my sink because we've been loading them in the dishwasher." The other day we were at Walmart and we saw, I know I do. I always talk about communicating and then I'm like, oh, but that doesn't go for me. That only goes for other people, which is a toxic trait of mine. I can give advice, but then I don't follow my own advice. I'm pretty open and communicative with Ander, and I am communicative with my girls too. But a lot of times also what happens is it really terrible? Did you touch it with your hand? That whole place. But what happens is the girls will go outside on the trampoline and they'll be playing together. And I'm like, I don't want to ruin that. They're not bothering me. I'll just do it myself. But when I do that so many times, I start to feel overwhelmed. And then I'm like, oh, I wish I had help. And I have two little helper goblins out on the trampoline, but I'm like, but they're playing together and I don't want to ruin that, So that's on me. But I don't know, maybe this year we can make some fun things happen. I don't know. My birthday falls on a Sunday, so maybe I can make something happen for that. That would be really fun. It would be fun to do something like Super Meat Boy or like Subnautica or something fun, and like I've said before, I can't guarantee. If people gift games, wonderful. Love that. That's so kind. And it's such a great way to support. If you want to support me and what I do, it's such a great way. But I can't guarantee all of them will be streamed, especially in their entirety, because it depends on the game. Like Rain World, I feel like Rain World has a lot of streaming potential, although there's a lot of repeats because you die a lot. I feel like Rain World does have a lot of streaming potential. I don't know about Oxygen Not Included. I don't know. I mean, I don't know about Subnautica. I don't know about Super Meat Boy. I feel like Super Meat Boy is a lot of the same, like dying a lot. So my goal and my plan is to take those games that were gifted and take maybe like a week between other games and just have kind of a chaos week of like Subnautica this week. And then the next time we need something that's kind of a palate cleanser, like Super Meat Boy this week, and have some kind of fun with it for a week. And then I can play it whenever I want to off stream. But at least I've, because I don't want anybody to feel like I'm just like tucking them away into it. Like I have a list of all the games that have been gifted. But just because I've been gifted a game doesn't mean I'm going to stream it in its entirety or stream it at all. But that does not mean that I don't appreciate the games, because that is such a kind thing for somebody to do. And I'm so grateful for all the people that have donated or, whatever. But I do focused chore time. Give me 45 minutes and then you can go do whatever you want. My kid is older though, and I have to beg her to hang out with me anyway. Oh, yeah. I mean, and that's another thing too, is like, I'm around my kids all day. And so I am like, I've been spending time with you all day. How could you possibly want to spend any more time with me? But after Auden goes to bed, Charlotte's like, can we like do a puzzle together or something? And I'm like, how? We have been practically physically by each other all day long. How do you still want to hang out with me? But I have to remember that someday she's not going to want to hang out with me. And I'm going to be like, so do you want to go to QT and like get a drink or something? We were at Walmart the other day and we saw these giant stuffed animals. And one of them was this huge snake. Giant snake, stuffed snake. I almost bought it. It was $55. I almost bought it because I've got this nook that I have that I never knew what to do with in my living room, and now I have pots, terracotta pots with styrofoam Mario flowers and Mario piranha plants coming out of them that I made myself because I didn't know what to put up there. And I was like, dude, if I had that giant snake, it's for Valentine's Day. I was like, if I had that giant snake, I would stick that up there on that nook and he would just hang out up there. He's giant. But Charlotte was like, I want this snake more than anything I've ever wanted in the whole world. And I was like, dude, it's $55 for Valentine's Day. Are you kidding? For Valentine's Day, I got like candy and a box of Valentines to give to my class. That's it. No $55. But she was like, no, not for Valentine's Day. I want to earn it.
Wow!
So we've allowed her to earn it, and I bought it today, and then it's going to get stuffed up in a closet until she earns it. So yeah, you can bet I'm going to be making her do some stuff around the house. Man, we've got all sorts of gifts flying around. I don't know if this anonymous person is the same person or if it's different people each time. Different people each time. I don't know. What do we do? Captain Jack Sparrow. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to do monotone. Okay. So I'll do monotone for 3 minutes. Just remember, I feel like Mira from K-pop Demon Hunters. Yay. Yes. Just remember, you are important and you matter so much to me, to this community. We all here are so grateful for everyone. It's helping me a lot. My name is Susie Grace. I love to play video games, and I have ever since I was a small child. I watched my brother play video games, and I decided one day I was going to try them. The earliest video game I remember playing was a Super Nintendo. I think it was Super Donkey Kong Country. I think so. I played Paperboy and Lolo and the original Marios on the Nintendo. And I'm a huge Metroid fan. And I had no booklet. I had no booklets. No booklets. My brother didn't believe in booklets, so I didn't have any booklets. Yes, this is the Switch 2, and it's probably one of the prettiest games I've ever seen on a Nintendo console. I am impressed. It's so pretty, although this is just a desert, so it doesn't show you a lot of the pretty stuff. But I did not have any booklets. I never used any booklets. But I love streaming, and maybe this year we can do some fun things for either my birthday or for Streamiversary, whatever. I did, I've done one Extra Life where my sister happened to be in town, which was really fun. And I shaved the sides of my head for charity. Never do that again. But it was worth it in the beginning. But I've never done one since because I've just never been able to. They always happen on a Saturday, and the Saturdays are usually Anders' busiest days, so I wasn't able to make it happen on a Saturday. Technically, you can do it whenever the month, like whenever. It doesn't have to be on the 5th, but November 5th, or I'm sorry, it's been on the 5th before, but you don't have to do it on Extra Life Game Day, but you can't, but it's encouraged. But that's why I can't just ask my husband, hey, could you just take the day off today and watch the girls so I can go raise money for charity? Because then that costs us, that could technically cost us like over $1,000 if he just takes the day off. So that's just the way our family works. My birthday is February 22nd. I share a birthday with George Washington. Oh, yeah. Oh, and J-Lo's twins, apparently. Or this, depending on how you feel. I don't know. So anyway, just remember, and honestly, last year I was like, I'm not giving myself a gift because I'm going to... I ain't giving myself a gift because I am going to get myself whatever the new Nintendo Switch is. But now this year I have a Switch 2. And so now I'm like, I don't know. I do not know. I do not know what I want for my birthday. I haven't even thought about it. I don't know. But mine is the next birthday that's coming up in our family because Auden's is in March. So mine's the next one coming up. And I'm an adult and I can do whatever I want. And so, it's fine. Yep. 2/22. I'm going to be 39. So anyway, I don't know. We'll see if we can do something fun for that day. I'm not really sure. Streaming can get kind of sort of tiring after a little while. Like my 3 hours, I have learned 3 hours is a long time to stream. 4 hours is probably my limit, especially if it was every day. If I had my way, I would probably do 4 hours Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then not stream Tuesdays, Thursdays. And that would give me time to like video edit, break down VODs into shorts, you know, things like that. But because I can't do that, I do 3 hours every day, which is fine. It suits me just fine. I feel like the beginning kind of goes by slow. And then all of a sudden that last hour just flies by. And all of a sudden I look down at my clock. I'm like, all right, it's like 3:05. And I swear the next time I look down there, I'm like, good heavens, it's 3:55. Every time. Speed run. I do not feel like speed running nothing. Nothing. That's true. DJ shares a birthday with yep, he sure does. He sure does indeed. This past year, we kind of did shifts with different people on the Extra Life team so that it wouldn't have to be a full day commitment for anyone. And I think we're going to do a similar thing this year. That would be great. I could do 3 hours. I could do 4 hours. I could send my girls over to my mother-in-law's house and I could send them over there for 4 or 5 hours if I really needed to. I just need to give her some time. I just need to let her know. I mean, I would even be willing to pay her. Be like, hey, I'll pay you, I don't know, $50 if you'll watch the girls. I mean, I don't know if that's enough, but I mean, they're her granddaughters. You know what I'm saying? Or, although this would be at night, or there's also the possibility as my girls have gotten older for sleepovers at grandma's house. And so if that happens, they can go over, you know, sometime in the evening and I could do like an evening thing. But many people here can't tune in the evenings because of where they live. So I prefer doing it in the middle of the day. When evening rolls around, I am tired and I am done. I am a much better, much more exciting, much more theatrical, much more dramatic and animated person during the day. By the time the night rolls around, I am no, I need to go because it's 4:18. So save that for next time. And then we will do Spoonful of Sugar. You know what? Save it for right when I start my game. And then I can narrate Samus says like Mary Poppins or something. Because it's 4:20 and the girls are outside and we have to go pick up that snake. She's technically earned half of it with babysitting and with like doing chores and stuff. And so Ander was like, you know what? It's not even about the monetary value. Cause I was like, dude, do you know what you can get for $55? Actually, we looked it up. Not a lot. That she's interested in anyway. All the things we found, we were like, yeah, but Charlotte doesn't like that. Charlotte doesn't like that. Charlotte doesn't like that either. But she has to get rid of like 5, 6, 7 stuffed animals. It's giant. I'll take a picture of it and I'll show it to you guys on the Discord. Okay. Remember, you guys are important. You guys matter. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for keeping this space positive, family friendly. I cannot thank you guys enough for that. Thank you for your support. We've had a bunch of anonymous gifts today, which has been really kind. We've had some people that weren't anonymous. You know, we had Dad Bods, we had Tulsis. Super kind of all of you guys. So, thanks, Dorian. The dragon. Oh, did you look up the giant dragon? Yeah, they're all at Walmart for Valentine's Day right now. There was a huge hammerhead shark. He was so cute. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'll buy myself a snake as well and stick it up on my nook. I don't know. Then I'll just collect dust up there. But anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. Save that spoonful of sugar for right when Metroid starts up tomorrow. And then I can be Samus as Mary Poppins or Jane from Tarzan or something like that. But you guys are awesome. Keep being excellent. And remember to choose kindness because you just never know what people are going through in this life. And until next time, I will see you guys tomorrow. So everybody take care. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. See you later. It doesn't matter. It's in the past. It's not over. It's not done till it's not over till it's what?